If you stew rhubarb like apples, they taste more like cherries than grapes do. Hello, one and all. Welcome to the AAA meeting. Episode number... Hold on, I always lose track of this. 328. Karen's demands off the hook. How's everyone doing? Right now, Sin and Drunkle will be joining forthwith, I am sure. They have their invitations. They know where the place is. The sitting room, comfortable as it is, getting their cigars and their booze, no doubt. Even though we've got an open bar here, I don't know what their problem is. But in the meantime... let's all have a hangout and a talk, shall we? And, well, there's Looney Lenny. There's Eric Gardner. And Steve Dave and Lisa. Look at this. Gayest person on YouTube. Well named. Mike Savage and Bookworm and Joshua Montgomery and Thomas S. I love this. Everyone's here way before I am. There's TC and Jim Beam, Goswell. Like the whole crew's here. Loving it. Loving it. So, if you haven't already, or if you're feeling excited to do it right away, please feel free to hit that like button. Lightly tap it, as Omegon would say. There's no reason to abuse the like button. It doesn't get much love after all. Or, if you are so inclined, feel free to retweet the twit that was sent out earlier. That'll let people know where to find it, because the link's attached to it, goddammit. So, in the meantime, fuck this Dylan Mulvaney thing, huh? Keeps going? What the fuck? Yeah, well, that's on your show, not mine. But there's Sinatra. Here, okay. Yeah, hold on.
I thought I was in the Discord. I saw you in there. I'm like, hey, man. Hey, what's going on? Hello? Oh, I'm a fucking retard. This is the second time I've done this, too. I'm just used to being in here.
Did you join the wrong voice chat?
No, I just wasn't in the chat.
Oh,
How
okay.
come this idiot's ignoring me?
Holy shit, Vanilla Bear's here. Hey, Vanilla Bear. It's been a minute.
Baby.
How's it going? And send our love to Alex. Because God knows he doesn't get a hold of me. Bastard. Ignoring my DMs and whatnot. He's too good, I guess.
That sounds like him.
Yeah, I know, right? The Dylan Mulvaney thing that kills me. Honestly, like, quick little side note, we're not going to get into it. I'll leave that for you to torture the audience with on Friday. Did you see the VP of marketing for Bud Light yeeted her fucking LinkedIn and took a picture?
Did she really?
Yeah, and took the picture off of her Twitter account and removed all the pronouns from her various social medias. You see what I was saying? It wasn't rage marketing. It was a legitimate attempt. That wasn't a forward fire. It was a backfire.
I think that was the intent, but it just fucking backfired so hard.
So hard.
Like, I can't imagine being the exec. Okay. I can't imagine being the exec of fucking Bud Light and going, hey, you know what we need? A guy pretending to be a little girl.
Yeah. Especially if you view... I mean, that video has made the rounds. That was the thing that convinced me that it was like, no, she's being serious here. Was from about a year ago. Have you seen the clip where she's saying Bud Light has the image of being a frat bro thing and we want to appeal to the diverse market base that we know this product actually has? Right. I know several trans people, and Bud Light, man, that's their weapon of choice all the way. What the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know anybody whose weapon of choice is Bud Light, honestly.
You know, I can actually say this and not be like... I didn't like Bud Light before it was cool not to like, I don't even have to. It just, listen, I've shotgun beers many a time, and we've treated beer like crap, meaning like tear the top off of it, you end up dumping half it out. It was always Pabst Blue Ribbon, because it was cheaper.
It is. So is like Keystone, of course.
And Miller Lite, because it's triple hopped. So after they filter all the flavor out, it still kind of tastes like something. But
yeah, there's still a little bit of something there.
Yeah, I love their little symbol too. It always makes me laugh. They got like the triad, like the Triforce of hops on the Miller Lite to let you know that, yeah, we triple hopped it because we knew we were going to filter out the flavor. So. Oh, before we went live, I didn't see this. A donation, Apex algorithm. Let's see it. My new one.
Ooh.
Thank you, Apex Algorithm Guy, for the 1325. Hey, Polly, hope that you're well. I'm not, but thank you for the appreciation on this plane of existence. Yeah, if you want to call it that. What dis do? Chat, hit the like button, you polyword fuckers. That's, I call it one shot, then 3 shots. Because he takes out a shot, then shoots 3 guys in sequence. You shoot the first guy to get him out of the way to shoot the next guy, and so on.
Repeat till finished.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a fan of John Wick as much as the next guy, but John Cusack's been killing people as an assassin for like 25 years in film. Let's appreciate that a little bit.
John Cusack is very underrated.
He is. I only wish his politics weren't so screwed through the roof.
Speaking of screwed politics, did you see the debate between Milo Yiannopoulos and Destiny?
No. Where did that happen?
They had an IRL debate, and Milo's now has his manly man shtick after he dropped the whole Queen gimmick.
Uh-huh.
And 30 seconds into the debate, Milo starts talking about Destiny's wife.
Oh no.
And
hey yo, invest in stocks, gamers.
Alright, no, just wait for my fucking time.
E to the dubs. It's
Polydub.
Bitch, let me have it. I'm that savage.
Why do you keep screaming, bro?
Baby, it's a habit.
Yeah, pretty much at this point. Festonia, thank you very much for the $25 and the pre-limage. How is Bud Light like sex in a canoe? It's too fucking close to water. Love ya, no homo. I get the feeling that's a really old joke I just haven't heard before. Is it?
yeah, no, that's an old one. It's fucking close to water.
It's. Thank you, Festonia. Greatly appreciated. We have your pre-limage in, so or bergamontage. So when Druckle shows up, yeah, he'll be more sour than he thought. So so he goes in on Destiny's wife. You said, Milo?
Yeah, and he starts talking about Destiny's kid and how his wife is kind of like possibly pimping his kid out, and without more than a moment's hesitation, it's like Destiny had this one in his back pocket, but he just kind of sat there. He's like, "Do I really want to do this?" And then he just looks at Milo and goes, "You would know a lot about kids liking dick, wouldn't you?"
Jesus.
And Milo just, he's like, "What did you say? The fuck did you say?" It's just, he got so upset that Destiny used his own card against him. I was like, "Oh, dude, Milo has fallen so far from grace."
Yeah, what the hell was the debate over, supposedly?
I have no idea. I only saw that little clip on Twitter. I'm like, oof, that's not good. And then there were people in the comments like, I followed Milo for years, and this this is the worst I've ever seen him perform anywhere. It's like, oof.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good cut. I guess I'll be the wet blanket here. Good debate?
Alex said Destiny won that. I didn't watch a whole debate. I'm going to watch it later tonight when I finish cleaning up the studio.
Sounds like a couple of people just taking swipes at each other. Don't get me wrong. I love a dumpster fire argument as much as the next guy, but oh my God. debate on social media has as much credibility as sociology on
Oh, no,
campus.
This was an in-person, on-stage debate.
Okay, fair enough. From two social media personalities.
Yes.
I guess would be a better way to say it. Social media personalities shouldn't be debating anything. At least by the... You've heard the thing, right? Debates are for the audience, not to convince your opponent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If they're for the audience, then it's for entertainment. I'm all for entertainment, but I don't want to play along the issue has been laid out in such a way that you've persuaded me, sir. Persuaded me that the guy you just talked to is easily baitable. Well, you were successful there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it seems like Milo has really lost his edge when he stopped debating college feminists and actually goes up against somebody who can string a sentence together without starting to cry.
Yeah, fair enough.
Golden years.
Druggle, how's it going?
Hey, dude, sorry.
No worries.
Sorry I'm late. Leg day. So I get the bus back on Wednesdays.
And, oh no, wait a minute. Hold on. You are Bergamot, sir.
Oh, very well. I get, yeah, I mean, the golden years of Milo debating fucking feminists is like when you realize Ben Shapiro's only really good when he's debating first-year college students.
Or blustering atheist communists, Cenk Uygur.
I mean,
Yeah.
I think we just said the same thing, didn't we?
Yeah. Yeah. Did you watch Shapiro's Sunday special with Anna Kasparian?
Did not.
I think it takes more effort than I could muster to sit across from people that I disagree with so thoroughly and not offer a counter to their opinion, but simply interview them. Because it's Shapiro, right? That's what those Sunday specials are supposed to be. It's an interview. I am here to get you to expatiate your viewpoint. And if they're a moron, then all they're doing is willingly taking all the rope that Shapiro is willing to hand them to hang themselves. You know what I mean? But he's not debating them. I don't know if I could sit there like that inactive, if you know what I mean. You could see Shapiro jumping around like little Pushin in his chair, just hopping mad, wanting to say something, and doesn't. Because especially Anna Kasparian, she's not exactly a font of wisdom. That one.
No, she's really not. It's kind of lights are on, nobody's home.
Yeah.
I still would, though.
The more she looks like a California girl.
Mate, it's that angry pussy, you know?
Can we talk about that song for a second?
Well, Katy Perry's California Girl with a U?
Yes.
Yeah. I've been counting down the days. Finally, my time to shine. All right, let's do it.
You've been looking forward to it.
Daisy Duke bikinis on top, mate.
The effort that they have to go through in that song to make the cadence work, it's really something.
Yeah.
California girls, we're unforgettable. Daisy bikinis on top. The tempo changes of the lyric. It was playing yesterday at the gun store, and I'm just like, holy shit! You are really having to work to make. Yeah, I know. I don't.
Well, they hope that people would just buy a gun to shoot themselves with. What the fuck?
California.
I get where you're coming from. It is. I mean, I think it was popular thanks in part to auto-tune.
Oh, you think?
Which is always the case. Yeah, quite a lot of it actually. But of course, I mean, trying to get the cadence to work. Of course. Oh, god damn it!
Ha 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 ha. See? Rah, rah, rah. Fostonia, a wormy slurpee for Drunkle at the request of a person named Shiru Gospel. Love you, Shiru. No homo.
Yeah.
Don't just
Thank
do
you,
as he
Fostonia.
says. Do your own thing, Fostonia. Come on, fucking be a man.
I said hero their asses before or after the nose job. with Anna Kasparian there. That's what I meant pretty much by, Anna Kasparian's a weird person. She's this ethnic Armenian lady, right, who speaks Armenian and ironically sits beside the literal Turk. The
Does
whole
not recognize the Armenian genocide either.
yeah, that guy, right?
Yeah.
And but every year that goes by, she looks more and more like a typical California girl, like the stereotype of an imagined California girl. Why is your hair blonde? Why is your nose getting smaller to be able to fit into a thimble eventually? Why are you wearing colored contacts now? Why are you, you used to be of an olive swarthy tone, which could be really beautiful if you've ever seen a gorgeous Italian woman or whatever. Now she's a pale white. What?
Yeah. It's what America does to a motherfucker, Polly.
You know what? If anyone were to question her on it, I have no doubt that she would go, I'm having to go to white beauty standards. Okay, first of all, Armenians are white. But second of all, fuck you.
Yeah. Of course she would.
Do you know what I mean?
Before it even happened, Polly. Yeah, of course she would.
Yeah.
You think there any other group can be oppressed? No.
No. So yeah, I really hate Katy Perry. And got that fucking... Am I the only one that thinks that video with U2, the video with Snoop Dogg, is somebody's fucking fever dream? They're in the clouds. He's dressed up as some kind of Willy Wonka pimp. There's gummy bears jumping around. What the fuck?
I think there's some subtle imagery there. We got some weed gummy bears. The clouds themselves are not, the regular clouds that me and you, Polly, that we know, but rather the clouds that, say, a first-year college student would know. Those of a cannibalitic cloud.
Cannibalitic.
Because he smokes so much.
Is that a word?
I have heard that
Hey.
Snoop Dogg smokes once in a while.
You have heard that. I have heard that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a kid this morning, man. I had a pepper spray on me. Whew. I would have told him that everything was fine and moved on, YouTube.
I had one of those moments. I'll tell you after you read that out.
He ran into me. He was looking backwards while running forward, and little dude, right? So he just smashed into my leg and kind of bounced off. He, just didn't. But where's your mother? Oh, his mother was just walking down the grocery aisle with her cart and didn't give a fuck that her kid just bounced off some stranger. Just kept going. It just. See, Thomas, thank you for the. What's that?
Which is not so much the kid that you dislike, but the mother in this case. I mean, the kid was just being a kid.
By the transitive property, I hated the kid too.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that's fair.
See, Thomas, thank you for the $3. Anna Kasparian can look very good, but goddamn, she needs a mute button. She's a doddering retard with all the anger, idiocy, and insufferability of a zealot. Wow. Composing some prose there, C. Thomas. Yeah, no, well said. I don't think anybody ever really thought that she was ugly. It's that scowl of self-importance that everybody hates.
I am better than you. Much better.
Yeah.
That is very ugly on a person.
Yeah.
I went to Goodwill earlier today because I'm looking for something because I just can't find a candelabra. So I'm looking for something that I can turn into a candelabra.
That
So
little
at
mini
Goodwill,
hand accordion?
No, a candelabra is a thing it's like a fancy menorah with a bunch of candles in it.
Oh, right. I'm thinking of a Constantine. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, a menorah. Is that just the
The
Jewish
Jewish
birthday candles?
No, it's the Jewish Christmas candle thing.
Christmas, birthday,
It's the-
same thing to do.
Well, Hanukkah, but you were... Mistakes abound, and if you showed up here for information, what the fuck are you thinking?
You fucked up.
We
But
got there
anyway,
at the end. All right, Sinatra met me in the middle with that one.
So you were looking
I
for a
found-
fancy candlestick holder, and...
I found a floor lamp. I'm like, I might be able to work with this. It was like $4, whatever. If it doesn't work, I'm out $4. I just chuck it in the trash. So I'm standing in line at the checkout, and Shelly's in front of me. She's buying a whole bunch of stuff, and I'm just waiting. and there was someone in front of her and someone for some number 4 in line. And there was a guy who must have been 142 years old checking everybody out. So he goes to the first lady, goes to the second lady, gets Shelly, and then he looks behind me and sees that there's people with a cart. He goes, hold on a second. And he checks them out before me. And I was like, hey, man, I've been waiting here for like 15 minutes. Why did you just leave me here? You just kind of walked away. He's like, I said I'll be with you in a minute. I had no right to get as angry as I did. I got so fucking mad, dude. I cannot even explain it. Just waiting in line, and this dude tells me to hold on and shut up while he checks out the people behind me. Ooh.
Well, you know what you can do in this instance when he finally does serve you, because I must admit I got confused when he said he was checking out all the women. I'm like, the fucking pervert. And then he checked out Shelley. I go, are you all right with that, Sid? Like right in front of you. But right, okay, serving in the retail form. I understand that.
Yes.
What you can do in that respect, then you get to. He goes, right, that'd be $4, and you go, yeah, in a minute.
Alcohol, liquor, booze.
I was in a hurry, and Shelly's like, okay, just wait. You can wait. It's okay. And I just pulled out my wallet and took out 4 or 5 singles. I was like, I'm just going to leave this here and walk out of the store.
That's perfectly legal. At least here, that's perfectly legal to do.
Like, it's $4. You keep the change. He's going to get 30-something cents back. Just keep it, and I'm leaving.
Yeah, that's an interesting point, Drunkle. I've never seen anybody do that to my memory. Bars, yeah, of course, leave money on the counter that covers the drinks and the tips, and nobody really thinks anything of it.
Right.
But at a 7-Eleven or something, I've never seen anyone do that.
I've done it in a Tesco.
How is that Goodwill? It's like, okay, I'll just leave this for fucking $5, whatever, bye. And Shelly's like, you can't do that. And then she waited there for 5 minutes. She's like, well, I'm going to meet you at the studio so we can get started on the video. I said, okay. And I just stood there for another 5 minutes. She's like, when I see you didn't come out right after me, I stayed here to wait to see if you fought an old man. I was so fucking pissed, dude. Just let me buy my stupid floor lamp and go.
C. Thomas, thank you for the $2. Also, it's still hilarious that Anna, as an Armenian ID poltard, would join a show like the Young Turks. Imagine if Shapiro was on a show called The Hitler Youth. Yeah.
It is that way, isn't it? It is that way.
We're going to touch on that in some of the stories today. As we know, there are certain things that are promoted and stories that develop legs, and they'll talk about them endlessly, and other ones that are just moving on.
What movie is your John Cusack donation from?
Oh shit! Somebody asked that earlier, and I didn't respond. That is from War Incorporated. That particular shot.
A 2008 film, Joan Cusack, Marissa Tomei, I'm in. Hilary Duff, I'm in. And Dan Aykroyd, hell yeah.
Yeah. It's okay, so I have this theory, a fan theory, that I call it the blank trilogy. The film, Grosse Point Blank, is actually only part 1 of a 3-part film series going Grosse Point Blank, and then War Incorporated, and then The Number Station.
Charlie's Angels.
No, Number Station. We're in all 3 films, he's in fact the same guy. He's Martin Q. Blank in all 3 films, just has changed his name. And if you've seen Grosse Point Blank, you know that, well, he's a professional killer and has operated around the world and killed the president of Paraguay with a fork. Have you ever seen
John Wick killed 3 dudes with a fucking pencil?
I'm glad one of us was going to say that, Sid.
So yeah, I have been thinking for a while about putting together a video where I just explain my headcanon on this, that it is in fact the same guy, just 10 years apart in each film. Grosse Point Blank 10 years later is what he's up to now in War Incorporated. 10 years after that is what he's up to much later on. And it's the simplest argument to make. I'm sure you've heard things like
Sounds
this. You know, people headcanon that Warhammer 40k guys have a little headcanon of their own that Event Horizon is actually a prequel to Warhammer 40k.
No shit.
Yeah.
I've never heard that.
Yeah, Quiz, of course, is the one who clued me in on that one. I'm like, how? And then he made the argument. I was like, oh, okay. You know when somebody it sounds like that's insane and stupid. No, it makes sense actually. That's good.
I made a new John Wick donation. It's higher up, so we're not gonna shill it here. But we saw it last night. It was Joshua Montgomery dubbed it Big Wick Energy, and it's the perfect name.
That is good. That is good.
Mr. Pickman, thank you for the $3. Fuck. I hate summer and spring. My pollen allergies are going crazy. Anyway, hello, you three sexy lads. Yeah, I can get with you on the fucking. There's something growing out there, damn it, and it's releasing pollen, and it's just. I woke up and went and looked in the mirror, and I had red demon eyes staring back at me, and I could hardly blink. My eyes were so dry. And it's like, oh God. I blame a sub-mutant species of ragweed. That's my call.
Yeah,
Not
I
to
don't
the
blame
last
you.
of us.
I just wipe out all the plants.
Yeah, we don't need them.
Can we? I'm tired of hearing about invasive species. Can we just start wiping them out?
I mean, we should be able to.
I think 1939 called. They want their ideology back.
What? Now we're not talking about people here. We're talking about plants and
Neither were
animals. Jesus Christ. Yeah, and I'm the danger to everyone's channel. Sure. Yeah, let's go with that.
Yeah, right.
It was a joke.
So are all of mine.
I don't mean anything I say if it's offensive to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the Shaun of the Dead trilogy. Exactly. So, Drunkle, how are you? How's things? What's been going on? What's the deal?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm cool. I fucking all kicked off at the pub last night as the witch is there. Kim Prawn buys pizza. The witch is currently sleeping in a stairwell of a block of flats because she really fucked herself over. And she took a slice of pizza, and half the slice of pizza fell on the table. And everyone went, Mandy, go on, you drop that. Go and eat that. She went, oh, no, it's been on the table. Oh, Kin Prawn kicked off. I learned the Chinese for go and eat shit last night. That was
What is
fun. Doshi.
Very succinct
I remember
language.
'cause it sounds a lot like dog shit. I heard a lot of fucking cussing. She was for such a small Vietnamese lady, mate. She was just permeating rage. So that was fun, and she didn't eat the rest of the pizza. I would say she went home. But
I'm
she
hungry.
Can't go on.
You too? Huh.
And then she's
I
like,
could really go for a pizza.
Mirror, take a slice. I go, but I don't like cheese. She's like, take a slice. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Mallory Archer's parenting threw $3 for the Ricky Spanish. She said, commies. That's all they do, you know. Painting George Floyd's and babysitting all the drag queens. God damn it, Mallory Archer, we miss you.
Yeah. Well, Apex algorithm, guys, is Event Horizon is closer to Slanesh, my opinion. I guess the idea is that, what's the guy who was the doctor in Jurassic Park, the British guy who never gets to use his accent? What's his name?
I don't know.
There's a British guy in Jurassic Park?
Jeff
Goldblum.
That's it. Him. No. The other one who was married to fucking Admiral Gender Studies. He was the paleontologist that fucking the other British guy, the old British guy, Richard Attenborough, went and got.
The one paleontologist in the movie about dinosaurs. Who could that be?
Well, that was just it. They didn't have a lot of paleontologists. That's why the guy who owned Jurassic Park had to go get a couple to justify Jurassic Park to the insurance companies. Remember? This was the basis of the film.
I think the basis of the film was dinosaurs escape.
and what was the inciting incident? That they brought a bunch of people to the island who were telling them that you shouldn't have done what you did.
You pay
Chat
the
is saying Sam
Neill.
Neill.
Sam Neill, thank you very much. Sam Neill, that guy. So Sam Neill's the captain on Event Horizon, right? And they end up finding a dimension of pure evil. That line always made me laugh out loud. I'm like, okay.
But space hell.
Yeah, that they had found the immaterium, the warp.
Yeah.
And that was
the dark side.
Yeah, humanity's first encounter with the warp. So there was no fungus orcs, nor were there what are the robot dudes' names? Look, I hear all these guys.
The ship came. The ship came back evil. That was just brilliant.
That's the warp, man. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
It just rolls like that. Chaos power and shit.
That was a good film.
Now listen. I like Lawrence Fishburne in most of anything that he does. But I can't... It wasn't bad, but you sounded like really enthused. I can't go that far. It wasn't that good.
It's just the premise was just so different. Like, the ship is evil because he's been to space hell.
Yeah.
And now it's ghosts in space. That's fucking fantastic.
Is it, though?
Yes, it is. And you're wrong if you think anything other than that. It's a spot-on movie. And never again shall we... No one's going to take a risk like that in Hollywood ever again.
I don't know. They tried it with fucking Christopher Nolan Indulgence, the space movie. What was it called?
Batman?
No. Yeah, Batman in space. That's what happened.
Batman in space.
Spaceman.
It's just man. Coleman Thomas threw $3 for the Ricky Spanish. He said, Ricky Spanish for that story. Oh, thank you. Your life is always like a British comedy sketch, but played straight. Also, Dr. Grant was the dude in Event Horizon. Oh, thank you very much, Corbin Thomas, for the information, the compliments, and the $3.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Necrons were the robot dudes in 40K. That's what I was trying to remember. Interstellar. Thank you, Kiro Soldier. I'm not good with the information recall today, and I don't claim to be. So.
Oh, I never watched Interstellar.
Yeah, Interstellar was... yeah, there's Hate Camel with it, too. Thank you very much. Okay. There's only so much McConaughey that I can handle in one sitting.
Fair. But no, that is a fucking fair statement.
Yeah, you know...
I do.
Cameo appearances, supporting actor, fine. But full-on McConaughey for 3 hours, you're asking a lot, man.
Too much. It's too much McConaughey.
You tell him, Steve Dave, thank you for the $1.99. Don't wipe out my weed. The biobomb ain't gonna make itself. Oh, you want to know what the biobomb is? No, you don't. It's for the fucking the fuckwits who haven't liked the stream yet. So let's do it, or else. Dipshits! Is there a biobomb to wipe out weed? Is that a thing? Is Steve Dave just trying to scare people into hitting the like button now?
I know. Well, there's something similar for bananas.
The banana bomb?
Well, not so much a bomb, but if like there is something that were to like kill a banana, then it could potentially just wipe out all, because all bananas we got are of exactly the same type of banana. There's like one species of banana.
Yeah, we're eating
So
clones.
like Yeah. Well, I mean, they effectively are. Yeah. So if something were to fuck up a banana, then bananas could disappear from the face of the earth. No more bananas.
My God.
No more bananas. Yahoo! So like that, but for weed.
Gotcha. Or in Doomhammer, thank you for the $5. Sam Neill did not play the captain. He built the reactor for the Event Horizon that powered the warp drive. He also became the embodiment of the ship's haunting.
In space.
Yeah, so it was Fishburne that was the captain then?
Yes,
Yes.
Sam Neill clawed his own eyes out.
He sure did.
Oh, no, wait. No, he ended up in space, didn't he? And his eyes exploded.
Well, one way or another, he ended up there without eyes, talking to people without eyes.
Yeah. I loved that movie. Horror film in space. They tried it with fuck it was one of the Cloverfields, wasn't it? But it was only Cloverfield because when they got back to Earth, they went, my God, monsters.
My God.
Yeah, that's the only thing that actually connected it to Cloverfield.
Yeah, I know people that love that movie and others that hate it. Talk about divisive.
Yeah, the duality of man.
I didn't mind Cloverfield. I like the one with John Goodman the best.
See, that wasn't meant to be a Cloverfield either. I think it's just
no,
like
it wasn't, but it was still the best one.
they do manage. I mean, that's John Goodman for God's sake. I enjoyed the first Cloverfield. It was well, I mean, it was at the time of when found footage, you know, Paranormal Activity and everything like that was hitting the mainstream.
Yeah, there was Jason X. Jason in space.
That's where he survived re-entry. Fucking wonderful.
Yeah. Yeah. But there was that fantastic moment where he put that lady's head in the liquid nitrogen and then shattered her whole skull. Hilarious.
Oh, you mean
See that?
like Terminator?
Yeah, but it wasn't a metal dude. It was like, you know, an actual person. So they had to do the blood and the whatnots.
And it was in space. Big part of it.
You know what you guys are looking at right now?
Right, okay. Vegan bacon, toasted banana skin. Toasted banana skin.
Yeah.
Is it actually toasted banana skin?
It is vegan bacon, which is what? My God. It's banana peels that have been marinated in whatever the fuck and then baked and fried.
You're joking.
No.
I was right twice.
I did not know this is how they went about this. It's like, man, there's garden burgers, veggie burgers, and whatnot. Can't you just go that direction?
Alcohol,
This is
liquor,
evil.
booze.
This is what they brought back from the fucking warp right here. The evil ship had all of its fridges stocked with vegan bacon.
Ugh, I'm glad it went to hell.
Ugh. C. Thomas.
Sounds like it was already there.
Thank you for the $2, C. Thomas. Event Horizon, well, showing its age, was a creepy and decent enough film. I too subscribe to the Event Horizon is a 40K film theory. Space hoax and 40K are no joke.
I like that theory. I like it.
That's good.
It will.
It is.
Yeah, it will add a new dimension to Event Horizon.
Yeah.
It's worth a rewatch now, isn't it? With the looking through the glasses of the lens of the Warhammer 40K.
Yeah, absolutely. That's why I want to do the Blank trilogy. Watch that film over again and imagine that this is the guy that you knew from Grosse Pointe Blank, but here he is 10 years later. It's like, oh, wait a minute. Especially, I want to explain it.
You could explain how you came across this image.
I have no idea. About a week ago, I don't remember what it was, but oh, right. It was at a recipe site. And it wasn't a vegan recipe site or a veggie one or anything. And just one of the, you might like, and then they'll put like 7 or 8 suggestions down at the bottom. And one of them was make bacon from banana peels. And I was like, what fresh heresy is this?
Yeah, no.
Well, fuck.
I don't want to.
Did you do this just to piss me off? Or is this an actual... So I clicked on it. And I was, oh my God, they did it.
If I'm eating bacon, I want bacon. I don't want fucking bananas.
Yeah.
No wonder Gordon Ramsay's so fucking angry all the time. This is what people are doing. This is why vegans are miserable, Polly.
Yeah, it just makes them angry.
Right?
There's that that old saying, vegan food isn't bad for what it is, it's bad for what it pretends to be.
Yeah.
Often true, not in this case.
Yeah. This is just bad.
Yeah, this is just all around
Imagine
bad.
Being a vegan, you just woke up from your fucking gluten-free night out. You hung the fuck over. Or you can only drink a special kind of bottled water to rehydrate. And you're like, oh, I know what would sort me out. A nice banana skin sandwich.
No.
Ugh.
No.
What? There's so many other things if you're a vegan that you can have. You don't need to make new. If you hate meat so much, why are you constantly making things and eating things that look and simulate meat?
Thank
Yeah,
you.
they're just imitating meat.
Clearly, you want meat. You make it obvious with every fucking recipe you come out with. Oh, here, have some tofurkey.
It's like
Yeah.
lesbians buying dildos.
Yeah, they made their choice.
It's not even imitation meat, is it? It's a meat parody.
Mm. Excuse me, I did take a drink there. Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's the tofurkey that's actually shaped like a turkey that drives me a little fucking crazy. Or the vegan beef Wellington. That's a sight.
Oh no.
Yeah.
You're better off eating an actual Wellington.
It's like John Wick, but they cut out all the gun scenes.
British John Wick.
So, has anyone ever seen Dragon Ball Z Kai? It was like the edited version that they had for Saturday morning cartoons in the late 2010s. They cut out any scene that had an actual hit in it. Like, they would show somebody throwing the punch, they would cut the hit out and any blood, and then they would show the bit of someone reeling away from it. It's like, well, I know what you're cutting out, so why even do it? Like, just cut out the whole punch.
Funny how? How am I funny? I'm funny how? I mean, funny like I'm a clown, I amuse you? What the fuck are you looking at? What the fuck?
Blackout 8879. Thank you for the 1350. And for the good fella Otter. I remember why some anime is bad. I thought, how could it be bad? It's tits and World War II ships in anime. The fucking PT boats are lollies. Azure Lane has sinned. Still a cool anime. Still battleship tits. Huh. What? Can you guys explain it to me?
No.
I did not understand any of that.
I remember why some anime is bad. I thought, how could it be bad? It's tits and World War II ships. In anime, the fucking PT boats are lollies. Azure Lane has sinned. Still a cool anime. Still, battleship tits.
No idea what that means.
No.
Well, you guys know the anime better than I do.
I do not.
Not much better.
God damn it. Blackout 8879 went obscure and lost us. Well, there we are. Azure Lane? Nah. Conical. Conical has Iowa. Iowa! Oh, Sand, what?
Again, these are just words.
Yeah, you guys are on some... Whew! These are the animes that they have to go down to, like, fucking Chinatown and buy in, like, a secret little shop where you have to have a special knock to get past the door, and you know what I mean?
The guy tries to sell you a mogwai.
And Frogerts with cursed toppings. Yeah, that place. It's, of all of the Trump, Obama, and Biden playing Minecraft,
Those are fucking hilarious.
they are, but my favorite one is when Biden asked for, or excuse me, Trump asked for Biden's top 5 anime list. Good God, that's funny. Oh my God, this is the most normie list I've ever heard. And Obama cuts in. Hey, come on, Donald. You asked him to give him his list. Just let him finish. Oh, God. When he gets to the end, he goes, all right, here's the real list. Fucking fantastic. Whew. All right. Unless anyone else advances, we'll do some news. You want to do some news? We can do news.
Yeah.
I got the end of that. Yeah.
I figure why say it all.
Yeah.
You know?
Just get, straight to the point, Just, the news.
Do you think people who can use sign language slur when they're drunk?
Probably sway.
That's what I mean.
I'll raise you if someone swears on television in sign language, do they have to blur out their hands?
If they knew to, that might be the insidious genius of it. We don't know what they're signing. but all the deaf people at home are laughing their asses off.
The answer is yes. Yes, they do.
Do they really?
Yeah, they actually do.
Awesome.
It is, isn't it?
It really is. If you had to learn another language, what would it be? Sinatra.
Italian or Spanish. It's like the same language.
Because you like those languages, or you like the idea of the 2 for 1?
2 for 1, and it's Spanish is the most used language besides American. I'm not bothering to learn Mandarin.
Besides American. That made me
English,
happy.
Whatever. You know what I meant.
That made me happy. What about you there, Drunkle? Mandarin, so you can talk
no
to
fucking
the
way.
Either Elvish or Klingon.
No fucking way am I learning Mandarin.
Yeah, I know.
You might not have a choice if things keep going the way they are.
I
think
do, and my
Klingon-
Second Amendment says that I do.
But it sounds the same in every language. I think Klingon is probably a little more culturally accessible, and it bridges the gap between countries a lot more than Esperanto tried. Ever did.
Oh, God.
It tried to, but you know.
You had to bring up I forgot about Esperanto for a while. Thank you, Drunkle.
But then, like, you go to a Star Trek convention, a worldwide Star Trek convention. No one there Well, a lot of people are speaking different languages, but they're all united by their ability to understand Klingon.
Well, those that can, yeah. I love that it is a legitimate language. That there really is the.
Yeah.
It's pretty great.
Same with Elvish, though. I mean, there's an actual dictionary. It's just, I guess the Lord of the Rings movies haven't been around as long as Star Trek. There will be people who speak Elvish in the end, but you're learning a language in order to communicate, and I think Klingon's going to be the way to go.
Yeah, and there's fun cusses in Klingon. Like the way you curse somebody out is, culturally. Your father had no honor. It's like as cold as it gets,
Yeah. It's not so much. It's not so much a swear word as we know it, is it? But it's just fucking scathing.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's kind of like son of a bitch,
Yeah, I suppose so. Actually, yeah.
Yeah.
Your mother was a hamster.
Yeah. I may have made some passing reference to his questionable parentage.
And your father smelled of elderberries.
Better than gooseberries. They're the ones that are...
Monty Python.
They're musky. So yeah, don't forget the new donations that are going on there at 1850 and 1750. All the good ones. Goodfellow Otter already came up. The fucking overcharged electric car. Man, I love that one. $12.75. Yeah, and Pennywise Rubdown, if you just want to go straight normal and understandable at $8.25. Awesome stuff. As well as the one-shot, three-shot. How can you go wrong? It's a variation on one-shot, two-shot.
You answer the language question, Polly. What would you learn? If you could just pick up any language just instantly, boom.
Well, you know what's funny? A few people in chat said Spanish. I actually have a language qualification in Spanish and couldn't order coffee.
Okay.
Now, you may wonder how that came about. Well, let me tell you.
Wait for someone else to order coffee and go, para mí también.
See.
See, there you go. Perfect.
Yeah, you wait for him to order coffee, and then you just hold up like two fingers and go, dos.
Oh, God damn it.
Yeah. You're okay with it. It's fine. Shadowcaster, thank you for the 950.
So first of all, fuck you, New York Times, for suggesting there was anything sinister or homophobic about what we said. So you can pound sand.
Thank you, Megan Kelly. The New York Times can't pound sand. Fuck them. Shadowcaster, thank you for the 950. The latest and the ultimate fuck up by Biden with the clip right off to the side. I'll check that out in a second. And Steve Dave, thank you for the 325. As of now, I'm a man on the edge with nothing to lose. Thank you, Otter Man, for this one. But he's out there on the edge. Razor's edge. Keeps him alive where he needs to be. You can tell me what movie that's from. I'll be impressed. By the way, I actually have a game today that's going to test you guys' knowledge. We're going to see how smarty pants you two think you are.
I thought that's what every game did.
No, this one particularly so.
No, I look forward to it. What was the quote?
It keeps me out there on the edge where I need to be.
Man on the edge. Man on fire.
It
Man
was.
on man.
It was Man on Fire Part 2, Man on Man. Yes.
Man on fire.
You know, we're talking about edits. If you could ever hunt it down, and I've gone looking for it on perfectly legitimate internet sources and different, you know, Russian websites that just play movies, fuck copyright, that kind of thing. Sin, you know what I'm talking about.
I have heard of them.
Yeah. The edited for TV version of Spike Lee's Do the Right Thing. Legend. The edits they use are, it's like a bunch of middle schoolers were hired to do it and not paid. So they didn't give a fuck. Because that movie's full of nonstop cuss because it's just people talking normally, interpersonal interactions and whatnot, right? So motherfuckers gets dropped a lot. Fucker gets dropped a lot of N-bombs. Ooh. Chakotay's Indian Casinos. Thank you for the $3. Nelson Muntz wants to nuke the Indians and take my casinos. Because we got to nuke something?
Uh-huh.
I'm all for changing the Casinos Act, the Federal Casinos Act. I think it's gone a little far. Just my humble opinion.
I say let's take it further. Let's see how fucked up it can get.
I guess. You know what? I'm not calling for an end to it. I'm calling for a different version of it that requires the pretense that it's on, as you guys know, is on the disbursement of funds amongst the reservation to make quality of life there better, yada, yada, yada. And this can provide an income stream. And the accounting and oversight for it is so minimal. And there's a reason why a whole bunch of people that had one 338th Cherokee, like less than Elizabeth Warren, were suddenly declaring themselves as Indian and getting official status. Why? Immediately after the Casino Act passed? That's interesting.
And the free college and all that stuff, but
yeah.
We're not allowed to talk about that, sir. You cannot question such things. It makes you a bad person, whatever.
Let's take a quick look at this. What did Biden do? I don't know.
Oh, he was in Ireland today, wasn't he?
Yeah, specifically Belfast, I guess. Arriving in Belfast, the Biden did not recognize the Prime Minister of Great Britain and pushed the boy away to salute the gray-haired military man.
Oh, no.
God, he is so fucking brain dead.
Oh, God.
Here we go. He's coming down. Okay, get out of my way. There he is.
That was Rishi, oh, you fucking idiot.
He really did just one-side him, didn't he? Yeah, he really did just one-side him.
He just like gave him the car keys and says, "Don't scratch it and fill her up when you're done."
Yeah.
Oh God.
Jesus.
Wow.
Oh no.
Good
When
Lord.
are we gonna honestly talk about the fact that he is not there mentally?
Openly?
I
Nah.
think that was more of a racism thing than a dementia thing.
No, he's just stupid. He doesn't know shit about shit.
Either way, it's bad. It's not good optics, is it?
No, it's not, but it doesn't matter. It's not like it's going to get any play, if you know what I mean, like airplay. It's not a problem.
Well, Ham and Beans is right. The adults are back in charge.
This is a return to normalcy and decency, Ham and Beans. They told us so. Fuck. Normalcy. This is normal? Sideshow Bob stumbling through a bunch of fucking things she isn't prepared for to explain the actions of a senile houseplant. This is normal?
It is normal, and you have to be okay with it because she is clearly the best person for the job.
her first words were actually, "Oh, I recognize that I am the first black LGBT lesbian woman." The first thing you said? You couldn't have waited 2 or 3 sentences? You could have said hello first.
Asking her to wait is racism.
Oh.
Yeah, I won't take a back seat with my individualized diversity. Fuck off. All right, let's talk about some of the fun and things going on in the world. And if you haven't hit that like button already, lightly tap it. Or head off to the Twitter that you just saw and retweet the stream so they can get out there, because God knows the algorithm ain't cooperating with me. It's because I'm not monetized. It's my association with these guys, rapscallions that they are. Boom.
Don't what?
What?
Not me.
What? Yours is a country with all the regulations and the hate speeches and whatnot. We got a story about that, by the way. Moving along. The Fyre Festival 2. Oh my God, it's happening.
No, it's not.
But Billy McFarlane, see-do.
It is not happening.
Billy McFarlane. And for those of you who don't remember the Fyre Festival, you remember the Fyre Festival?
The Internet Historian's
yeah.
video on it is unbeatable.
It's coming back to me now.
That they even shorted people on the salad. I mean, holy shit. It's But yeah, Billy McFarlane, yeah, he served his time. He's out. It was a disaster. 4 years in prison and being convicted of wire fraud for his role in securing financing for the original festival. Tweeted Monday that Fyre Festival 2 is finally happening. Responding to a commenter who replied, "Tell me why you shouldn't be in jail." McFarlane also alluded to the fact that he still owed his creditors $26 million. Or $26 million. Yeah, $26 million. Saying that it's in the best interest of those I owe for me to be working. So wait a minute, you're running the festival just to pay off your creditors and whatnot? Jesus.
I love it's like Fyre Festival 2 is finally happening. We're like, motherfucker, we remember Fyre Festival 1. Like, if people fall for this again, it's their own fault.
Yeah, but I can see the people showing up for it because people are, not that bright. And I think there's a bunch of people that would show up just to record it live with 360 cameras and shit, just to see what kind of disaster it was.
Yeah, it's meme worthy, isn't it?
Yeah.
You'd want to be there just for that. Yeah.
No, but who the fuck would drop funding into this is my question. What musical acts would sign on to this? They didn't even show up for the first one when they thought it was going to be fine. Think about it.
I say Kanye.
Yeah, if they promised him enough. Oh, that's right. I remember when they locked him in the airport? Good God.
Oh, yeah. They said they had to find their own luggage.
They're locked in the indoors with no air. How'd they manage that?
No fresh air.
It was Fyre Festival in space.
Well, they're in the Bahamas. It was hot as fucking hell, so they decide to fucking liquor them all up and then lock them inside of a building in the Bahamas with no air conditioning. So they basically put them drunk in an oven.
I'm not going to lie. That would work on me.
It convince you?
Yeah.
Okay. Spectral Umbreon Dumpster Fyre Festival. Moving along. Alexandria man facing animal cruelty charges after 32 goats and 8 sheep removed from his property.
What, did he keep them in the same shed?
Still just
in a building in the Bahamas.
That is a hell of a lot of fucking goats and sheep.
That's quite a lot.
First of all, I thought it was Virginia, and then I was like, oh, New Hampshire. Like, I know New Hampshire's live free and die and all, but
Charges after 32 goats and 8 sheep were removed from his property. The animals were taken following a joint investigation by the State Department of Agriculture and New Hampshire SPCA. Details are limited right now, but the SPCA called it one of the more difficult rescues we have faced. Officials claim they had to act quickly and remove the animals for immediate medical care, food, and evaluation.
What's he doing to him?
A joint operation. You picture people rappelling out of helicopters at night and
Go.
yeah, exactly. We're going in hot, boys. Let's get them goats.
Yeah, that fucking sheep is there, just like, I've been shot. But another goat is like, I ain't got time to bleat.
Yeah, a normal night in Wales, though. I hear you.
In a minute.
What?
Had a car crash.
It was.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
It was well
Good to be
earned.
back, America.
We have a traffic incident in the Britishnesses today. Let's move on so we can get there. Valine sent me this story. I already had it, but God, we both zoomed in on the same hilarity. The moose in a hospital. How can you not love it? Welcome to Alaska. Look, can you imagine being in a fucking hospital and there's just a fucking meese walking down there, just walking around?
It's being pretty chill. I'm happy about that.
He's just moosing around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what's he doing there, you might ask?
For it a seat.
He was there to eat the plants. He was hungry. That's actually what he went in there for.
And that could have gone horribly wrong.
Yeah,
He was hungry. What can you do?
Yeah. There was no food outside, so he saw the plants.
Yeah.
Right through the windows. It's your fault for putting such clear windows up. So, he just walked in and started munching away on the plants that I sincerely hope were not plastic.
Let your windows get dirty.
I say let him eat.
Yeah. He's not hurting anybody.
No. He could, if he wanted.
Oh, yeah,
but
he could.
He doesn't wanted.
Yeah.
That's got to be a juvenile moose, isn't it?
Yeah, it says it labeled it as a young moose. I mean, he ain't got the giant
Moose.
paddle antlers.
Moosenile?
Mooselet.
I like mooselet. Well, if you got a cow and the males are fuck, what the hell's a male moose called? Just a moose?
Yeah.
A bull. For fuck's sake, they're called a bull. A bull and a cow. All right. So what are the little ones? Are they calves? Meese cows?
Wait, a male moose is called a bull?
Correct, sir.
Oh.
Unless I'm really the fuck off base. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Huh.
A female moose is a cow?
Yes, sir.
They're called does.
Deer are called does. A female deer.
deers.
Is anyone going to sing right now?
I'm feeling the urge. I just
yeah, I'm really repressing the urge to
I'm
start
trying not to. I'm sitting on my hands and everything.
descriptively talking about drops of golden suns.
We're fucking assholes. Like I said, if you came here to be informed, how did you get here? Okay, moving along. We knew it was going to happen. I knew it was going to happen. They fucking deployed the Robo-dogs, guys.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers.
Mayor Adams and the NYPD roll out the high-tech crime-fighting tools in all places. Times Square. Yeah, that's not going to get shot or stolen. Not at all.
They've never really considered what happens if someone just picks one up and runs off.
I would be genuinely shocked if it has not been stolen yet.
Do you know how much, you know what I would do with it? I would steal it and sell it to not the Chinese, but someone else. Think of the lower tier international espionage tech thieves before you think of the Chinese. Come on now.
Like Congo.
Not the Congo. I don't think they got much use for
I'm
robot
thinking of
security
one
dogs in the Congo. Yeah, and it's not the dog I'm looking to sell. It's the fucking
country.
I'd be off to Paraguay, specifically a ticket into Ciudad del Este, sell it there, or Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia.
Oh, yeah. This would be Polly's donation to Ukraine.
I'm thinking of one very specific country.
Ukraine?
Mm-mm.
Myanmar.
I cannot say. It's the only one you're not allowed to talk about.
The only country you're not allowed to talk about.
Palestine?
The Kingdom of Jerusalem?
Close.
Vatican City.
No.
Oh, I know what you're right. See, that implies that they don't have it already, along with the Ukrainians and the Chinese. See, that's what I'm thinking.
Sure.
I'm saying think lower
have
on the
already
corporate
eaten theirs.
espionage level. That's why I'm saying head off to Ciudad del Este or Kuala Lumpur. You're going to find somebody from fucking Taiwan or, Brazil that, they've got money. And they work for some kind of intelligence or, contact Colombian intelligence. Jordanian intelligence. Yeah, there you go. U.S. doesn't share a lot with them, and they're highly effective. The fingernail factory and whatnot. No? Okay.
Is he wearing
sorry.
a proton pack?
I see what you mean. Yeah. They say every dog has its day, and today may be Digidog's. Good fucking God. Yeah, no byline. Yeah, I'd hide my name too. The New York City Police Department and hyper-effective Mayor Eric Adams introduced the robotic police dog Tuesday after it was dismissed by the previous administration, and they rolled out 2 newer public safety technologies as well. Digidog, the $74,000 robot made by Boston Dynamics and relentlessly promoted at reduced rates to police services all over the country who still turned it down. Now, why would you be willing to sell something at significantly below cost? For all you sharp people out there that do IT and whatnot and chat, when the fuck would anyone ever sell something far beneath component cost? The desperation for the promotion value, right?
Yeah.
Oh, don't you know that the New York Police Service uses this and so-and-so uses this? That kind of thing? Fucking hell.
Yeah, don't you want to be hip with these guys over here?
Yeah. It's $74,000. Okay. That's not what they sold it for. If you remember, it was the Los Angeles one because I just love this Digidog. It's so fucking ridiculous. The last time I talked about this, the police services investment people, like their pension investors, they offered to fucking pay for it in tandem with Boston Dynamics. That's how desperate they are to get it on market. Now, do you think maybe the people that run the police pension are like the guys who ran the Teamsters pension? That they're all corrupt as fucking taking payoffs to invest in things they're going to get kickbacks on? Maybe. Maybe I read a little too much mob shit. I don't know. No, nothing? Okay. Digidog first appeared in 2021 when the NYPD touted its ability to use its cameras, lights, and communication systems to help police in dangerous situations. Critics believed it emblematic of aggressive policing. Wiser people believed it to be a ridiculous farce of technology that had no useful purpose whatsoever. I added that last one. Quote, a few loud people were opposed to it, and we took a step back. That is not how I operate, Adams said during a news conference. Quote, we are scanning the globe to find technology that will assure this city is safe. You're scouring the globe to find tech. This is starting to sound like he would love the gunships from Captain America, the Winter Soldier, Let's shoot them before they become a problem through technological identification. No, nothing? Okay.
Very gross and Chinesey.
Yeah. Police Commissioner Keychant Sewell. Hold on. Keychant? Who the fuck names their kid Keychant?
I think they misspelled keychain.
Yeah, probably.
Like your last name is like it's a surname. Sewell. All right. Keychant Sewell. Gesundheit. Said the robotic canine. I'm sorry?
It's a James Bond villain.
Yeah, actually it is. I could picture M, filling Bond in, eyes only. Keychant Sewell, you went to the London School of
Needs
Economics.
glasses.
Afterwards, he disappeared into the underworld of... Yeah, exactly.
He became an international arms dealer, practically funded the Korean War himself.
And now he's looking to diversify. So, Bond, what I want you to do is...
He'll be at this casino in Singapore.
Yeah, right. So make sure your dinner jacket is tailored properly, Bond. At which point, Bond is leafing through the file and comes across the 8x10 glossy of Key Chant Sewell's Babe. And it's this super hot woman he's going to bed very soon.
Of course, yeah. She's there in a revealing red dress next to Key Chant Sewell, wearing his famous white tuxedo.
All white tuxedo, no tie, buttoned up to the neck. Because he's a Bond villain, and they gotta look weird.
Yeah, he's got a big old scar.
Robot eye, I just...
Patting a robot dog next to him.
And, of course,
Inside his lap.
with a fortress built into the side of a mountain. Yeah.
Yeah. A dormant volcano, or so they thought.
Until he pushes the button. Yeah, right. So Key Chant Sewell said the robotic canine is part of the NYPD's history of leveraging technology to safeguard a modern city. Really, noting New York was among the first cities to take fingerprints and mug shots and to adopt the 911 emergency call system.
This is actually the story of a Bond villain, isn't it? Like, he presses the button and the dogs turn against civilization, and now all of a sudden he's running America, and the only person who can stop him is Maine Silverball.
Oh my God, the return of Maine.
Oh, he was always there. He was just waiting, biding his time.
I just want to be clear. This person, Key Chant Sewell, just compared fingerprinting.
Real.
I know. I'm sorry, but that's his name.
She can't see well.
All right. Let's try a different angle. Commissioner Sewell. How about that? Does that work better? Commissioner Sewell
Less sinister.
is actually comparing mugshots and fingerprints to Robo-pooch.
What?
That's what they said. New York has always been a city leveraging technology to safeguard a modern city. Noted that that New York was among the first cities to take fingerprints, mugshots, and adopt the 911 emergency call system. This motherfucker actually compared taking pictures of criminals, taking one-of-a-kind or largely one-of-a-kind fingerprint identifications of people to Robo-dog.
So this person is retarded.
Yes. Not all Bond villains are the sharpest knife in the drawer, nor the brightest bulb on the porch. Bond, it was a short Bond film, more of a vignette, really.
It's a radio play.
Yeah, he found Key Chant Sewell hanging out down at the local Stoger and just kind of Kroger and just sort of, hey, come with me. And that was it.
Yeah. Just got straight to the point. They even skipped the part at the beginning where, someone walks into a dive bar and they're like, "Are you Maine Silverball?" And he lights a cigarette and goes, "I ain't heard that name in a long time." Like they've even got rid of that bit. They just got straight to the action.
All right, here's the part that, saying, buckle up and stop playing the video game that you're playing. Listen up. Ready?
You got caught playing Sonic on air?
I never was. Hand on a stack of Bibles, never played Sonic. Okay, not only not on air, in my life. So, yeah.
Yeah, I don't buy it.
See, what I find interesting is that as emphatic as I am saying that I wasn't playing Sonic, why didn't you guys just assume I was playing a different game?
Because we heard Sonic noises.
You thought you heard Sonic noises.
We did hear Sonic
What noises did we heard?
I can't be responsible for what you thought you heard. Or answerable for it. So anyway.
Something's gotta be.
Remember a little bit earlier on, they introduced 2 other techs as well. And they just kind of moved on from that. Sewell said the department will pilot 2 other technologies, the K5 autonomous security robot, fucking hell, and the Star Chase GPS system.
Oh, that sounds so cool.
Cool.
Because if it wasn't used for something nefarious, I'm sure it is.
Right. Like Star Chase, if it was to find your dog that ran away, maybe. If it was Star Chase GPS system to help people along a desert fucking dune buggy rally, all right. But they're chasing down, wrong thinkers with it, man. Think who they target.
Still a cool name. Star Chase.
Am I the only one that's worried here? I guess so. The NYPD is leasing the new RoboCop. They just said that unironically and thought it would be fine.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
It's not even in like quotation marks or italics. It's just there.
Yeah. Which is equipped with multiple cameras and sensors to patrol Times Square and the Times Square subway station. So how long will it be till the robot dog is kicked onto the third rail? Not long at all. If they'll punch old Chinese women, they'll certainly kick a Robo-dog.
Oh, yeah.
And there were like fucking elaborate graffiti going down the side of it like one of the subway trains.
It's going to look like Bender when he fell over in the one episode where he was friends with the turtle.
Right. Right. I mean, for those of you out there that want to do the fucking glowy thing and the fucking scared thing, here's something to actually be worried about. The K5 robot provides real-time situational awareness and actionable intelligence to first responders and also provides a physical crime deterrence.
It just got a taser cannon.
Jesus Christ, that is the biggest wad of euphemism, scary-ass, cyberpunk, nightmare future shit I've heard in a while.
Yeah. Physical crime detect. I mean, up until then, it just went, it's a moving security camera.
No, that thing's got taser cannons, or even more likely, it's a little HK, and it's got a 9mm Gatling gun in there somewhere.
Well, yeah, that's I mean, you got all real-time situational awareness. Okay, camera. Actionable intelligence to first responder. Okay, camera. Then physical crime deterrence. You go, oh.
Yeah. They got Bruce Campbell's chin. And saying robots don't see color. I'm sure they just kept the fucking Connect technology going so it wouldn't see certain color, yeah. The Star Chase system operates by attack...
oh my god, I'll be right back.
Well, that call from nature came on suddenly.
No, I said dog is knocking on his door.
A dog?
A robot dog.
A drop of nightmarish future. The Star Chase system operates by attaching a GPS tag either by handheld or vehicle-mounted launchers onto a fleeing vehicle or person. The system then tracks the vehicle or person via a web-based app, and it provides real-time information about the vehicle or person's location.
I mean, why even bother? It's only like fucking 10, 15 years away before everyone's got to swallow one of these air tags anyway. So let's just wait until then.
Yeah, I guess it's literally using the GPS satellite network for this. For fuck's sake, there's sat tracking you.
Yeah.
And they put it every single time under a guise, and I get it, why you would do that. You can't say, well, we're going to do this to go after, political enemies of the current administration. And since we're, blue as the day is long, you know who we mean and who we're going to focus our investigative attention upon.
Yeah. If you've got nothing to hide, then
right,
you shouldn't be worried.
It's like the docs that got released about whom MI5 was looking into during the COVID lockdown. Nothing but people right of center. All the way down the list. Shocking fucking shit. Never made American news at all. I read.
When the Panama Papers got released, and the only thing that happened about all of these rich people keeping all their money in offshore accounts was the journalist who uncovered it got assassinated.
Yeah.
Now, when doing that, you can keep your hands clean. Release the hounds.
And the hounds with bees in their mouths.
Oh, God, not the bees.
Unless I forget the Panama Papers. Yeah, everyone. And looking at you, Zelensky. Yeah, I remember you were in there. But all the Hollywood people as well. who are constantly talking about the need to tax people more because we need redistribution of wealth, because socialism and whatnot. Really? Is that why you're hiding your money from taxation offshore? You fucking scum fuck. Moving along. Wienermobile to transform into Wiener of Love Chapel in Las Vegas, hosting free weddings.
Dude, I love how often the Wienermobile is in the news. I love it.
No, Oscar Mayer is giving couples a chance to exchange vows in the hot dog bliss at no charge during the company's first ever Wienermobile of Love event. You knew what you were doing. You could have called it Frankfurter of Love or Hot Dog of Love, but you did it, and you knew it.
Hot Dog of Love is just the same thing. But there's got to be couples who like met at a hot dog eating contest or something, or like even a man looked across the bar and saw a woman like eat a whole hot dog wiener without chewing and just went, "She's the one." There's got to be a market for. I say market. It's free.
I'm stealing that line, Zed Hero. That's good. Socialism is for the people, not the socialist. I've never heard it put that way before. That's solid. Yeah, I'm pocketing that. Thank you. That'll come up on campus in the near future. So the Wiener of Love.
Wiener of Love.
Heroin. Peppermint flavored heroin.
It's the only way to get high and stay minty. Gamer Valine, thank you for the 375. I want a robot security dog. I've seen the episode of Black Mirror, so I know I should get one on my side early. Yeah, you raise an interesting point. There could be a mad rush to technology to make sure everyone's got their own robo-dogs. And then the robo-dogs will enter into their own little territorial fights.
And they'll never turn against their owners. They're loyal creatures. Just like HAL in 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Yeah, nothing went wrong there. Sit, and it just attacks. Let's hope that they program them, the AI people that. Jesus Christ! Fucking, why am I the only one really bothered by this? The fucking semi-autonomous? Are you fucking kidding me? It's semi-autonomous, Drunkle.
I'm afraid I can't do that. Of course, it's got 3 directives: don't harm the innocent, uphold the law, and the secret first one, which no one's allowed to know. But of course, we all know it's actually don't hurt any of the board members of OCP. Was it OCP?
It was. Yep. Omni Consumer Products. Good memory.
I was going to say CCP, but that's.
Yes.
I mean, well, that's probably relevant as well.
Pretty totalitarian. Yes, I see where the mistake came from. It's okay. It's okay. It was, yeah. What's his name? Oh, crap. The guy who played Dick Jones. Great fucking actor.
Yes,
he
played
also
in Hot Shots Part 2 and said, "War, it's fantastic."
He played Captain Edward Jellicoe in part 1 and 2 of Chain of Command, the 2-parter of Star Trek Next Generation. God damn it, what's his name? He was
Had
also
his kneecap shot off, and then a digital grenade was left on his living room coffee table.
Fuck. He was also in Cop Rock. He was the chief of police.
Doing cocaine with women, 2 of the women with the biggest hair I've ever seen. I'm stuck on that.
Ronnie Cox. Ronnie Cox. That's his name.
His name was Dick, but his surname was Cox. Brilliant.
No, yes, Drunkle. Let me ask you a question. People get customized vehicles all the time. People slam out their fucking vehicles, pimp them out, as the kids say. How the fuck much did the Wienermobile cost? Look at that thing. What on it isn't custom? Like, okay, you got a chassis and some tires and maybe a transmission. Everything else is like custom. Where's the fucking gas tank?
It's in the Wiener butt. I mean, the thing is, like, it put Oscar Mayer on the map. Where would they be without the Wienermobile?
I don't know. What are you aware of this Wienermobile? Like, I've seen it, but like, does it?
I am aware. Yeah.
Does it drive through your town giving away dogs?
No.
No.
No,
Okay.
it does not. No. The closest thing I've seen is the Coca-Cola truck.
Huh. Yeah, Festonia. Thank you, Ronnie Cox. Seriously, underrated actor. He's a pretty solid guy. He was in Deliverance. He's been acting forever and a day. Moving along. Walmart removes T-shirt after customers spot hidden vulgar word.
Oh. Yeah, I got to admit, when I saw this, it took me a minute.
I read the headline so fast that it's like Walmart removes T-shirt after they, I wasn't looking for a singular word. I just thought it was like like as in recycle, reuse, rethink. Yeah, so people were wearing it like ironically, and then then I clued in. But now it's gone, so it's a collector's item.
I'm trying to figure out what it is.
It's cunt.
Yeah, read vertically. Psycho, use, new, think, C-U-N-T.
But the thing is, like, as soon as people realize this, they were rushing to buy these T-shirts before they got recalled. Right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, mistake or clever marketing ploy?
Oh, when you guys were talking about Gregory Peck back there with the peppermint flavored heroin? No, yeah, absolutely. Cary Grant from Charade. Moving along. Here we go, Drunkle. Double-decker bus roof ripped off after smashing into bridge in horror accident. Look at it.
Oh, little off the top.
Yeah.
The chairs, though, fine.
How do you not see this coming? Literally.
Seriously, though. I mean, you're the bus driver. The sign is very clear as to how much clearance you got, right? And you should
probably right there on the dash too.
Uh-huh.
I mean, and not just that, but they follow a set route. Which is generally meant to avoid these kind of things.
Right. Was he taking an alternate route back to the bus depot?
Shortcut. He goes, oh, no one ever goes this way. Wonder why.
Now, my favorite picture about this.
Depot.
Yeah.
All right.
What do you say?
Depot?
It's not true. Have you ever heard? Depot. Yeah, have you ever heard anyone ever say depot, man?
No, it's depot. It's always been depot.
Yeah, the home depot. When you turn in your fucking used bottles, you go to the bottle depot. What?
It's the bus depot.
Fuck.
Depot is French for place.
What do you call it? A home depot?
My favorite part of this is not it ripped off. It's the severed bus top.
Oh, it's not. I was expecting accordion, and I got a little off the top.
It's tin opener. Yeah.
It is so precise. It's just sheared right off in a straight line. I love it so. Let's give credit to the engineers. They built a solid fucking bridge, yo.
And I like how the guy didn't stop and back up. He just floored it through.
Point. See it through to completion.
He wasn't slowing down for nothing.
That's probably nothing.
Ham and beans with a good question in the chat. Is a teapot called a teapoe in England?
But pot is its own word, isn't it?
Not always.
Well, in this instance, it is. It's depot.
Yeah, that bus got scalped. Daryl Odell's right. Daryl Odell's right.
But pot is also its own word.
Teapot is one word.
Go to my po dealer.
Is it one word? Teapot's one word. You don't call it a teapoe.
But it's also a different word. I mean,
what about Home Depot?
When you say, oh, that particular level of Elden Ring was very tough, or do you say toff or toe, even though it's spelt the same? No, because it's a different word, you retard.
No.
Fucking Lima. Cutting edge bridge construction.
And we do love a bridge, Polly. We do love a bridge.
You picture this bus driver, there's no one on his fucking ride. He's headed back to the depot. And he's like, you know what? I got a pizza waiting at home and a hot date tonight. And he jumped behind the wheel and went, depot ho! And took the short route and didn't slow down for fucking nothing. And then he heard this crunch and this rip and thought, fuck it, and kept going. He fucking floored it, actually, when he heard the noise.
They went, it's awfully breezy in here all of a sudden.
I mean, if you think about it, you see all the chairs? Like, this could have been the greatest decapitation event in British history since Bloody Mary's reign.
What? It was a Japanese film.
That wasn't even meant to be a joke. All those people could have died, Sin.
Could have.
Maybe this guy shouldn't be driving buses, is what I'm saying.
He thought he was taking a shortcut.
Yeah, all right. Let's just, I don't want to lose my head here. Let's move on to the next story. CNN style. Highly important Chinese bull fetches over $25 million at auction.
Why is it important?
That is why. So here's their little bowl. Okay.
Can you tell?
Yeah, right. A delicate porcelain bowl measuring 4.5 inches in diameter sold for more than $25 million during a bumper week of Chinese art sales in Hong Kong. Described by the auction house at Thousby's, that somehow gets said as Sotheby's. Described by the auction house as, quote, highly important. Again, huh?
It's so small.
Yeah.
4.5 inches.
See how tiny?
Jesus. Well, you're just going to fill that with, like, some peanuts.
Actually, that would be fucking perfect. A $25 million bowl just kind of sitting there if you're, Elon Musk rich. And you just got, like, Werther's candies in it,
Mm-hmm.
You're using it during the Super Bowl just to, like, put your fucking...
That's the queso dip bowl.
Yeah, your pistachio shells go in there. You're spitting sunflower seed shells in there. Or just whatever. Or an ashtray. Fuck it.
Ashtray, of course, yeah.
Big wide bowl for everyone's cigar ashes. Fuck it. What makes it so fucking special is it's a rare group of ceramics decorated at Beijing's imperial workshops in the 18th century. So it's only... They were made between... Okay, it was produced during the time of Yanzang Emperor, who ruled China from 1722 to 1735. And it was most likely painted shortly after his death. Why are they always parading the ancientness of fucking China when this is the very special, like, so what?
Dude, I mean, why is it always fucking cherry blossoms as well? Like, everything they did was fucking cherry blossoms. Well, you got a nice bowl here. You want to paint something? Yeah, cherry blossoms. Are you sure? You don't like SpongeBob or anything like that? No, cherry blossoms. Always cherry blossoms.
Yeah.
Fucking annoying.
I think that's something that's unique to certain areas of China, like those types of cherry blossoms. I don't know. Just taking a shot in the dark.
I mean, it could be wrong. It's a nice piece of porcelain, but it doesn't hold up to uranium glass. Just saying.
Oh, uranium glass under a UV light. Get in.
Fucking right.
Uh-huh.
And the years that are talking about, 1720, 1730, 22 to 35, there was finery being made in Britain and the colonies, the future greatest country in the world, that rivaled this kind of shit. Like, what the fuck? Why 25 fucking mil? Well, because it's highly important. That's why. Oh, all right.
Who?
Yeah, it's like a very intelligent bowl.
Yeah. All of TC's comment. Dentures? Yeah, I just love the idea. Someone's dentures are soaking at night on a desk, on a nightstand, side table, beside a bed. Great. 78-year-old woman charged with robbing a Missouri bank apologized to the teller with a note that read, "Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you."
That's polite.
Is
she Canadian? Also, obligatory fuck Missouri.
Obligatory what?
Fuck Missouri.
Oh, fuck Missouri. Wow.
Missouri.
Cold day in hell before I recognize Missouri. It's not even a...
All right, Abe.
48 stars, man. Bonnie Gooch is her name. Prosecutors accused Gooch of demanding 13 grand small bills from one of the bank tellers. And then she wrote on the note, "Thank you. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to scare you."
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
She's a concerned old lady.
Yeah.
Miss Gooch already has 2 bank robbery convictions. She tried to...
Jesus Christ.
She's busy. She has a hobby.
Yeah. She's not a recidivist. She's an enthusiast. It's different.
Gooch is on the take.
Yeah, man. He tried to escape with cash from the Goppert Financial Bank in Pleasant Hill. Gooch approached the bank certificate counter on April 5th and slipped the cashier a note that read, in part, I need 13 grand, small bills. Then, sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. Gooch, prosecutors rather, alleged that Gooch banged on the counter to hurry the teller up, telling them not to count the money and to just give it to her. Gooch then escaped in a black SUV with a handicap registration number, prosecutors said. When police stopped her at a parking lot, they found the cash strewn on the floorboard and noted that the vehicle smelled strongly of alcohol.
Damn.
Registration number.
Well, even if she didn't need it, she just wanted that handicap spot parked up close to the door, you know, for the quick getaway and all. Great stuff. Man pushes through security at Columbus Kroger and drops a handgun. Okay. Police said a pair went to the self-checkout register at the Kroger on the 1700 block of Morse Road. An employee noticed that they did not scan nor pay for the items and then called security. A guard tried to block them as they were exiting, but the police said the man pushed past him into the parking lot, then dropped a handgun. The man grabbed a gun and fled through the parking lot. Investigators described the man carrying the handgun as, listen up, late 20s, early 30s, approximately 6'1" to 6'2" tall, 190 to 200 pounds, shoulder-length braids, wearing a black sweatshirt with MTV on the back and the front, black sweatpants, and red shoes. Is there...
I like how they tell you the things that he can change, but not the things that he can't.
Yeah, is there any other distinguishing characteristics you might want to name about this gentleman in question? Anything come to mind, guys?
No.
Notice when, like, they've stolen, thefted right the fuck out in his very bright red noticeable shoes, but he's got to be stylish. They're laughing. She's laughing. Oh, fuck you. Get out of my fucking way.
I have a thing. I don't know if we'll have time for it Friday, because we seem to be just going right to the fucking time limit every time. But it's a new trend. I'll at least keep one of them. Of people going into Walmart and just eating like a whole meal and like throwing this shit in the aisle and leaving.
Oh, people like y'all.
Ah. That's going to come up shortly. Oh, yeah. Skinny dipping Florida man, covered in grease, blood, and peppermint oil, arrested for burglary. Thank you, Valine, for this article, by the way. She sent me this, and I was just like, what are you, what?
I'm just go ahead and delete this for Friday.
Blake Tokman...
To avoid being detained.
was likely under the influence of unknown substances. Really?
I wonder what your Wait, hold on. Can you scroll back to the headline? I think I have a different yet similar story.
No way.
I really hope you do. Do you?
No, it's the same one. Aww. It's just worded differently.
And the peppermint oil is to scare off spiders.
I think it was to make him extra greasy, like you thought, in case someone grabbed a hold of him, he could like slip loose. So he got greasy and pepperminty.
But it didn't work.
Well, he was also on unknown drugs. Dramatic body camera footage shows the naked man taking off and jumping into an in-ground pool in DeBerry, Florida, where the deputies arrived around 2 a.m. I got one running going westbound over the fence. He's naked, an officer can be heard saying.
With a sense of urgency.
The man, lying in a starfish position, appeared unconcerned when the deputy threatened to tase him. It took multiple officers to handcuff the nude man, who was bleeding heavily from his head and repeatedly shouted, "What's your name?" each time they ordered him to stop resisting. "Be careful, he's slippery," one of the officers said.
I just see meth.
I love it. Be careful, he's a slippery one, this one. And there he is in the starfish position. Isn't that great?
Just living his best life.
Tokman allegedly broke into 2 homes before the cops found him enjoying the stranger's pool. And there he is on the ground, and it's like, buddy, what's going on? Why are you naked? And greasy.
And smelling delightful.
Move the hell on. Run short on time. Oh my God. Remember her?
No.
Yeah.
Will Trump attend his rape trial? The judge wants to know. This is the woman who accused Donald Trump of raping her in the 90s. Fucking hell, this trial is going ahead.
Of course it is. And where is it at? New York?
Yeah.
Duh.
Yeah.
Duh and or hello.
Is there anything in the form of evidence, or is it just an allegation?
It's
It's just an allegation.
It is. Yeah.
And even
Ah,
what's his face from CNN didn't believe her. Anderson
Cooper.
Vanderbilt didn't believe her.
Yeah. Cut to commercial, and she sure as fuck wasn't there after they came back because they were willing to bring on any lunatic that was accusing Trump of anything. And God, was that a bad example of a bad choice and bad vetting. Didn't any of the fucking producers talk to her beforehand and realize what a lunatic she was? Remember when she started talking about how she thinks people think rape is sexy. Remember that?
It's Orange Man bad, and Soros is funding literally anything they could do to try to stop him. That's all it is.
she'll end up getting a book deal or something afterwards.
She had a book deal.
Exactly.
Away.
She had a book deal, and that accusation was in the book, and that was part of her free promotional tour for it.
Peppermint flavored heroin.
Gamer Valine, thank you for the 375. I think you already answered what Florida Man was on. Heroin. Peppermint flavored heroin, indeed. The rape claims were made immediately after a temporary state law took effect, allowing adult rape victims to sue their abusers, even if the attacks happened decades ago. Aha.
I wonder how many people will be brought up on these very specific charges.
Yeah. Attorney Roberta Kaplan, no relation to the judge, says Carroll intends to be present for the entire trial. All of this article comes down to is that the judge asked, wanted notification from everyone who was involved, whether they were witnesses or not, whether they would be present during the entirety of the trial. And since Trump is the accused one here, he's obviously included in that. So the Associated Press writes it up. Will Trump attend his rape trial? Judge wants to know. Oh, fuck you guys.
Am I the only one that thinks that there's just something else happening here?
Beyond endless news around Orange Man, you mean?
Like this either has to be just a ploy to get him to not run, or to get him to just give hush money so they can go after that. Like I refuse to believe that this is the entirety.
Well, I mean, I think you're probably onto
Like
something.
I just go ahead. I'm sorry.
Since 2016, people have already been calling him a racist on they're calling him that. Been calling him a rapist online anyway. So it's not like this is going to fucking sway anyone's decision. This is clearly all for the media. But then considering you don't even need it, people are already convinced that he's a rapist. Why are you doing it? And if it's all just based on allegations anyway, it's just a waste of the fucking court's time. It's a waste of the fucking taxpayers' money. And it's not like Trump has got amazing optics in the media anyway, so what's the point?
Trump gets clicks and sells newspapers and gets subscriptions like nobody else. That's what's going on. And in terms of getting him to try to fuck him up for running. Sort of. But I mean, she's been running this fucking gambit and attention grab for some fucking time now while he was still president. His attempt to stop him. Convenient timing that it's coming up at this point. I'm sure this trial, his rape trial, will be covered intensely, but simply as a matter of fucking convenience. Oh, it's expedient. We want to smear the fuck out of this guy, and here we go.
Yeah. Well, they tried it with Kavanaugh as well, but then the thing is, no one.
They tried everything with Kavanaugh.
They did, but then no one really knew Kavanaugh's name in the same way that they knew Trump before he ran for president. Kavanaugh became SCOTUS, and even then it didn't happen. It didn't fucking work. It was all basically, it was just a huge fucking smear campaign. There was no evidence. Even her own testimony was bullshit. But they still fucking tried it. However, with this, you don't need to smear Trump's name anymore. I understand, the whole it gets clicks and everything like that, but I mean, I agree with Sinatra. There has to be something beyond this. But what could it possibly be that hasn't been done already?
There's an agenda here that we're just not privy to know.
I mean, sure shit ain't gonna stop him from running in 2024.
He already signed the paperwork to run.
An agenda on her part? On the lawmaker's part who passed the law enabling victims to sue their rapists? Whose agenda?
I just don't believe in coincidence on this scale, honestly.
No, I agree. There's definitely more to this than meets the eye.
And I think they're just throwing whatever they can at the wall to see what sticks. Yeah, if Trump doesn't go down for the Stormy Daniels thing, maybe he'll go down for this. Maybe he'll go down for this.
See, nothing sticks when you're covered in grease, blood, and peppermint oil.
Fucking right. At least you smell good, though. So, yeah. Don't use free USB chargers at airports, FBI warns. I didn't need the FBI to warn me of that.
Yeah, I was already not doing that.
Don't do that. Especially in foreign airports. But, fuck it, American ones too. Yeah, don't do that.
Anywhere. Not even in airports. Just anywhere.
Just don't randomly plug your fucking devices. Why wouldn't they? You decided to do it. It's like, here, you want free data access? Not even fucking wireless? I will connect my fucking laptop or phone or whatever the fuck to this plug in the wall. It's just going to give me power only, right? No, why would you assume that?
Well, if you bring your own. I mean, look, not all USB cables have the ability to transfer data, so bring your own.
Why wouldn't they?
Well, not all of them can.
But why do you think
literally
that?
just transmit, because some of them just transmit power. Not all cables are data cables.
I hear you, and that's sort of what
I don't think that's true at all.
The assumption that people are like, oh, this is just a power outlet. Why would you assume that? Because it says power on a little sticker above the fucking socket? Why wouldn't you assume that it's also data?
You know what I have seen out and about that I'm a little weary on is wireless charging stations.
Wary.
Like a cafe by my house has that built into the tables.
Yeah, I don't like that.
The whole table or just a little pad on it?
It's just a little pad on the table.
Sounds like cancer table.
But the coffee's great. Zed Hero's got it right there. Bring your own power bank. I mean, fucking $10, you can get a fucking power bank that's got like a whole phone charger's worth in it. Just charge that up.
Yeah, no kidding. There's lots of other fucking options that are listed off in this fucking story. Yeah. It's like you can bring mobile charging packs. Guys, don't fucking do it. And it's, once the unsuspecting user plugs in, their phone or electronic device becomes infected. Yeah, it's a great way of spreading malware or simply tracking your info. The list goes on. What's the point in getting into it? You guys get the point. Let's listen to this Pierce County deputy being targeted by a scam caller who's saying he's him.
Oh, great. Cool.
You fucking moron. Did you actually auto dial the guy you're pretending to be?
That's amazing.
So he's calling up saying, hi, this is Pierce County deputy, such and such. And, if you pay this fine immediately, you ever gotten those ones from the IRS? Supposedly from the IRS. Yeah. Domino effect. Gary Verleen, thank you for the 1325. Not all USB cords have power capability. They can all transmit data, though.
That's bullshit, man. Because I've even fucking used a USB to connect my phone to my computer, and it hasn't fucking connected the phone proper to the computer, but it has started charging. And it was just, it was.
It doesn't mean it's that doesn't mean anything. Your phone has, or your computer has an auto block on it.
No, because if I use the one that my phone came with my phone, yeah, connected up fine. I mean, the crux of the issue here is just use a fucking PowerPoint instead of a fucking USB charging point.
Yeah. Or, you know, bring your own small little power pack. Because, god damn it, they're small now. What's the... Anyway. And, you know, fake gamer cats don't use public Wi-Fi. Absolutely. Get yourself...
Yeah.
And for God's sake, get a VPN.
Before you go to jail for 20 years.
Exactly.
Did you see the FBI doc drop all of the tag words that they've been searching for that relate to extremism?
Yep. Made a video about it yesterday.
Did you? Fuck.
Yep.
Wild stuff. Wild stuff. Which means that all of our channels are fucked. Because, yeah. Based, red-pilled. What, are you fucking kidding me?
It's all incel terrorist language.
Fuck. And their biggest... One of their primary concerns are Catholic extremists. Really? Really?
And then in the article I saw anyway, they said there have been 5 attacks of incels. It's like, okay, 5 attacks, and the first big one was Elliot Rodger across 2 countries in about 10 years. How many attacks have we seen in this past week of one specific activism ideology? How many violent attacks have we seen in the past week, or even shootings in the past 2 months? It's just food for thought.
Yeah. So let's listen to the Pierce County. He kept the call and played it. So by all means, let's hear bad scamming.
You reached Sergeant Darren Moss with the Pierce County Sheriff's Office. If this is an emergency, please hang up and dial 911. If it is not an emergency, please leave your name, number, and a brief message, and I will get back to you.
Hey, Darren, I'm just calling you back because you said that there was something going on.
Jesus.
What are the odds that you robo-called the cop you were impersonating? Look at the look on his face. He's just like, really?
He's had a long day.
Moving along. Arlington bank robbery suspect in custody after holding 4 adults, 1 child hostage. Okay, I'm just going to cut to the chase on this. The guy didn't have a gun. He was pointing his finger in his jacket. He held 4 people hostage for hours and a child. And all he had was a finger. What?
Jesus.
Yeah.
It's not just as illegal as using a gun, though. Well, I mean, fucking the most famous prisoner in the world, Charles Bronson, committed 1 crime, and he robbed a post office with 2 lead pipes to make it look like a shotgun. But because he got people to believe that it was a shotgun, he was still held under armed robbery.
Yeah.
So, you know, finger guns cost lives.
Yeah.
Or we could see some real gunplay on Polly's 1325?
Yeah.
Or the John Wick.
Or Archer, Rampage.
Oh, yeah.
I said real.
Oh. Moving along.
What? Oh.
Owners of seafood restaurant hit back after PETA over Lent-themed billboard. Going after religion is a low blow.
Again, especially from people who do not themselves practice that religion.
Yeah, I don't think that... You're right, but it's like a go vegan advertisement, and I did not know that they were having an ongoing beef, bad pun, with this particular restaurant, Jimmy's Famous Seafood. Again,
oh yeah,
Helene sent me this article. I did not know that they were going back and forth on this stuff. That PETA had specifically targeted this famous restaurant. There's what they put out. I never lent you my flesh. Go vegan.
So they don't know what that means.
They don't know what it means, and they couldn't give a fuck. seafood common during Lent. For those who don't know, it just really PETA did fuck you guys.
I'm really leaning into the idea that PETA's just trolling at this point.
It is the only reasonable explanation.
It does seem that way. Why are you going after this one seafood restaurant as opposed to broadcasting your idea broadly so a whole bunch of people get along with it? If this one seafood restaurant goes down, is that somehow gonna, I don't know, make the change you want to see?
I don't get, like, it's just, I never lent you my flesh, go vegan. Like some guy's going to be fucking driving down the highway, go like, right, I'm going on my favorite fucking chicken wing joint. Oh, it's going to be amazing. I'm going to eat so many chicken wings. And then he sees this sign that says go vegan. He goes, huh, all right. And turns his car around.
Yeah.
Fucking, at least make an argument,
And so you get this restaurant coming back with their own billboards. They died to be enjoyed. It'd be a sin to waste them. It's really
wonderful. Wonderful. Yeah.
And they sell t-shirts at their fucking restaurant with that Zed Hero just said, people eating tasty animals, PETA.
Like big drums.
Donkey Punch Bandit, thank you for the $10. Just remember, PETA has stolen household pets just to euthanize them. Yeah, they're a caring bunch. Just
at least eat them.
Just don't eat the crabs that don't have a central nervous system capable of experiencing pain.
No, I need for things to feel pain for me to enjoy.
Is that the only way you can really?
Something has to suffer.
That's the tasty part to you, huh?
Fuck yeah, man.
I love this article. Pentagon leak traced to video game chat group users arguing over the war in Ukraine. Really?
The Pentagon's fucking bored right now.
I love this so much because as much as the bizarre provenance of the leak may be unusual as far back as the time the dispute between gamers had sparked an intelligence breach, with overlapping communities causing problems for military and gaming platforms alike. The existence of a leaked cache was exposed as documents showing...
Ooh.
Was it?
This whole thing is hilarious.
Yeah. As documents showing estimated casualties in the Bakhmut theater of battle began circulating on public social networks last week. Two versions of those documents, one that had been crudely altered and the other that had not, with the correct figures, stemmed from a leak on 4chan, the chaotic image born, best known for the birthing the alt-right movement. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Neither was the original source, however. Before they emerged on the public internet, the documents had been shared on closed chat rooms hosted by Discord, a gamer-focused chat app. In one server called Minecraft Earth Map, 10 of the documents were posted as early as the 4th of March before they appeared on 4chan. After a brief spat with another person on the server about Minecraft maps and the war in Ukraine, one of the Discord users replied, "Here, have some leaked documents," attaching 10 documents about Ukraine, which bore top secret markings. That user had, in turn, found them on another Discord server run by and for fans of the Filipino YouTuber Wow Mao, where 30 documents had been posted there days earlier, with dozens of others unverified documents about Ukraine. However, even that did not appear to be the original source. A third Discord server named Thug Shaker Central, among other titles, may have been where the documents were originally posted as early as mid-January. This story, if you follow it beyond like this Guardian article and everything, gets fucking crazy. Are you guys players of War Thunder?
Mm-mm.
No, is as far as I recall a war aviation game, right?
Yeah.
I don't play many video.
This is not the first time that an intelligence breach has been traced back to an argument about video games. One game in particular, the vehicular combat simulator War Thunder, has become notorious for the sheer quantity of leaks linked to it. I love that a game has that reputation. in October 21.
I wonder when these people are going to realize that they can not control the flow of information.
Mm.
And the only reason they give even a remote shit about any of this is because it makes everything in Ukraine look bad.
All the tracing from server to server to server. And that they needed to get an outside third party to do it for them. Those were the people that were able to trace it back. Fascinating. So, you know, Forbes and their 30 under 30? Why are so many of them in jail? Ex-CEO Charlie Javis, 31, is just the latest from the magazine's list to see criminal charges.
No, what are they all getting got for?
Fraud. And when they're done with that, a little bit of fraud.
A little fraud on the side?
Yeah. With a little fraud sauce. Just a few years ago, Charlie Javis was riding high. Then I did blah, blah, blah. She's amazing. Everyone loves her. She described her, which she described as the Amazon for higher education, her startup, Frank. I don't know if you remember this. What does that catchy but completely empty phrase means? It means Franks helps students navigate the financial aid process. It was apparently so successful at doing this that JP Morgan Chase acquired the company for $175 million in 2021, and Javis was made a managing director at the bank. The entrepreneur shared the news on LinkedIn, boasting that in just 4 years, Frank had grown to serve over 5 million students at over 6,000 colleges. Turns out those numbers might have been a teeny bit exaggerated. On Tuesday, Javis, 31, was charged by the Justice Department with falsely and dramatically inflating the number of customers in her company in order to get JP Morgan Chase to buy it. According to the lawsuit, Frank only had about 300,000 clients of fabricated data. To show a larger customer base, she enlisted a data scientist to make up a few million customers. And basically, JP Morgan, which was about 240,000 employees, and pays its CEO $34.5 million for his expertise, didn't seem to spot this in its due diligence.
I put up an interesting video today about JP Morgan Chase. The CEO is now advocating for government seizure of land, and this is after JP Morgan Chase invested over $1 billion into the housing market of houses to rent. They are now advocating for the government seizure of land to make wind and solar farms. So pretty much just advocating for the money to steal people's homes and give the money back to Chase because they still own the property.
Yeah, keyword seizure.
But you tell me when in American history private enterprise hasn't attempted to push the state to use its power to effectuate profitable ventures for them.
It's the blatantness of it for me. That's what's really doing it.
Yeah,
okay,
it is that.
Last year we invested $1 billion, and now we want the government to steal all this land and give us money for it.
Yeah, we got to set up all this crap that we bought from China for all this energy shit somewhere. We don't want to exactly pay for it ourselves. Why don't we just get state to do it for us? Fucking hell. Yeah, so a whole bunch of these fuckers are in jail. There's Sam. Everyone's favorite Democratic donor.
But no, he's a prolific Republican donor. Remember, he donated like 1% of his money to Republicans and then 99% to Democrats.
Yeah, they were quick to point that shit out, weren't they?
Oh, that's how I saw him on network television.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about that for a fucking second. Harvard to rename school after top Republican donor following $300 million gift. And this is The Guardian weighing in on it, right? So they're all like, oh my God, Graduate School of Arts and Sciences to be named in honor of Ken Griffin, 54, hedge fund billionaire and the world's 35th richest person. See, at The Guardian, bunch of commie fucks that they are, actually believe that this phrase is like a smear and an insult and a denigration. The man's extremely wealthy.
Of course.
Yeah, and?
I've seen people saying that all Republicans, and they're saying this in earnest, not just kidding, All Republicans should be banned from owning guns for mental health reasons. You cannot. It's not murder to kill a Republican because they're not sentient. That one was the Amazing Atheist, the last one. But these are real talking points people have, and so it's not surprising when they're just inundated with that rhetoric all day and all night, that then the mere implication that someone is even remotely right of Mao, that it's somehow inherently bad.
Yeah.
Well said.
Now,
very well said. Was that the end?
Ollie?
Hello?
Ah, there we go.
Oh, okay. Fuck, you cut off mid-sentence and so I started jiggling wires and whatnot. I don't know what the fuck happened there. That was weird.
You just went, now the...
Yeah, I'm listening. I went, hello? Not, anyway, something strange happened. Thanks, Discord. We probably said one of the FBI's no words or something. I don't know.
Well, we said Minecraft, Ukraine.
Right?
War Thunder.
So yeah, the hedge fund billionaire and the 35th richest person in the world. Now, when you take a look at like people that are 34 and above, are there a bunch of left-wingers there? Yeah, but they're fine. He's the founder and chief executive of Citadel, $59 billion hedge fund. Yeah, big money in trading securities and hedge funding and whatnot. And there you go. He'll just be the fourth individual to have a school at Harvard named after him in exchange for a donation. Do you want to tell us about the other guys? Were they right-wing people? No, they weren't. But that's okay. Moving on. We're the Guardian. It's fine. We can cherry pick. The Harvard Crimson, which is going to come up shortly, student newspaper, says his name will carry controversy thanks to Griffin's stature as a major political donor to right-wing politicians and his company's investments in firearms and ammunition manufacturers. You've got to be fucking kidding me. You guys
I don't think they are
so far fucking gone into this. So, a Chicago NPR affiliate, NPR, by the way, public funded. So, our taxpayers' dollars going into this bullshit, did an investigation. They included in the hedge fund shares in U.S. gun manufacturers Smith & Wesson and Sturm Ruger, as well as U.S. manufacturers of ammunition such as Olin Corp, Vista Outdoor, and Ammo Incorporated. If Sturm Ruger, the largest selling gun manufacturer in the United States, really? You invested in that. Shocking. Shocking, I say. And who the fuck owns a Smith & Wesson? Nobody. They're rarefied guns. See, what fucking bugs me about that is that they went on to make... they went on to make this fucking connection between the analysis of firearms recovered by Chicago police from violent crime incidents over the last 5 years found that nearly 1 in 4 were produced by companies in which Citadel invests. Again, Ruger and Smith & Wesson. One, they're extremely prolific gun manufacturers. But more to the point, do you believe either one of those companies produced firearms with the intention of them ending up in the hands of fucking street criminals to shoot each other illegally in a city where you can't legally even own their fucking product? What the fuck connection are you trying to make here, NBR? So what does this man respond with? And this is gold. At the time, Citadel disputed the importance of the investments, telling them, the investigators, that it made up less than 0.01 of our portfolio, and arguing that a connection to gun violence was, quote, quite a stretch. There's an understatement. Griffin rejected calls by the Chicago Sun-Times newspaper for his companies to divest from gun and ammunition manufacturers. What the fuck is a newspaper even fucking doing? Telling hedge funds where to invest and what to divest from and so on. Go to hell. That must have happened in the fucking op-ed section that makes up 3/4 of most newspapers now. I'm guessing. For fuck's sake. He responds 40% of American households own a gun. Violence that is destroying our cities is not the result of legal gun purchases, but rather the failure to prosecute criminals, a lack of support for police, and progressive left legislation that prioritizes criminals ahead of law-abiding citizens. Adding, I will not embrace today's cancel culture nor engage in amateurish virtue signaling based on blind ideology. Fucking hell.
An interesting take on that.
Ding, ding, ding. That's gold. Don't agree with him? Okay. Well, okay. The point is, with this, is that they're very much concerned with how this will affect Harvard's image. Really? Like Sam Bankman-Fried's FTX donations to Harvard? Are you worried about how that makes you look, Harvard? You're not, are you?
Oh, no, you're not allowed to worry about that.
Yeah, that's interesting that they aren't really, The Guardian, why aren't you publishing articles about Harvard's, frightenedness around that particular aspect? Now, I mentioned the Harvard Crimson, right? There it is, and they have an article about this. A blue wave, Harvard's affiliates and their political contributions. My God, if you didn't know before, you're going to know now. Among teaching staff, 270 faculty members contributed a total of $317,000 to Biden, while just 5 faculty members contributed a grand total of $3,000 to Trump. In 2018, the Crimson did a survey, and around 88% of the Faculty of Arts and Sciences, that is now being renamed, by the way, after that guy, believed Trump's job performance was very poor. Likewise, students' contributions strongly favored Biden in the general election. Harvard students contributed $24,000 to Biden. These are college students paying massive tuition. They're still able to donate $24,000. Trump, on the other hand, had donated to him by students at Harvard $246. Seeing a pattern? Now, in terms of affiliate contributions, Harvard affiliates, out of the 6.7 million reported contribution from Harvard affiliates, 5.3 went to Democrats. On the average, Democratic supporting faculty contributed $4,000 to Democrats, totaling $2.15 million. Just from faculty, $2.15 million.
Interesting.
This is who they are. Yeah, I knew everyone knew they were left-leaning, but there's numbers to back it up. Students, meanwhile, contributed the largest percentage of the total political spending to Democrats. Of the $170,000 in campaign contributions, 97.6% ended up in the hands of Democratic candidates and committees, where Republicans received $1,080. Do you think that maybe their student selection committees, in terms of admittance to Harvard, are selecting in a certain way? What are the odds, just by permutation and entropy and averages, that you would get this leaning of a student body and faculty? Is it even possible for it to be a random occurrence with numbers that high, that leaning in one fucking direction constantly?
No.
So, and the response went, this is the Harvard Crimson saying, this is the student newspaper, just right then I'm going, yeah, here's where they go. A blue wave. Yeah. So the final thing in terms of Harvard being worried about its image and its association with this right-wing guy who owns some 0.01% of an overall portfolio in firearm and ammunition companies. Harvard to donate remainder of Jeffrey Epstein gift to victim groups.
Oh my God, they're not even. All right.
Ready for this? $200,000 that remained unspent from the $9.1 million donation will be given to groups focusing on victims of sex trafficking. You spent, of the $9.1 million, all but $200K of it. And now you're going to take that remaining $200K and not give it to Epstein's victims, mind you. Just to groups focused on sex trafficking.
These people are just despicable.
Yeah, that's a great word for it. Like, that's junkyard low. You people are so low. And by the way, is that a Guardian article? Oh my God, it is. You sons of fucking bitches. Is there a whole bunch of railing and moralizing about what they're up to? Harvard, like, where the fuck did you spend the money? Why don't you take it out of your giant multi-billion-dollar kick Don't believe me? Test me. Go to Wikipedia and look up what their endowment is. Harvard. It's in the billions. I mean, how much money, liquid cash do they have on hand? Their endowment. It's in the billions. They weren't even willing to part with the $9.1 million donation from Jeffrey Epstein. What did he get for this, by the way? You might want to know. Gee. Well, yeah. Well done, Truckle. Well done. Epstein had his own office in one department, visiting more than 40 times between 2010 and 2018. In 2008, he was given an 18-month sentence for procuring prostitution, rather. He had offices there and a private residence on campus. And that isn't embarrassing enough for them to do anything more than give up the money that they haven't spent. And again, not to Epstein's actual victims, but just to generalized sex trafficking groups. But we're going to, keep the rest of the money that we already spent. Not that we don't have enough in our kick to go into to give it all back. No. Yeah, they're really worried about what makes them look bad. Fuck off. With your student body as demonstrated here and who they donate to and where the money comes from, why aren't they in a big rush to give the money back? Because they know the extreme majority of their student body and faculty wouldn't give a fuck. And the only thing that they would give a fuck about is this guy being anywhere near them. The Republican. Yeah, fuck Harvard. So I think I've ground that axe long enough. But god damn, that pisses me off. Sorry? I'm sorry?
I think you may have, yeah.
LAPD identifies man accused of vandalizing Islamic Center in Los Angeles. He's a mentally ill man. There he is. Carlos Moran. What did he do exactly? Well, he had a Sharpie, and he wrote on one of the pillars outside. So, of course, all the city leaders come in, and they freak out, and the attack is not just an attack on the center or what's happening in other parts of the world or the country, but it's an attack on the city as a whole. The spokesman for the Islamic Center.
The city is a whole, by the way.
Yeah. This is an appalling act of vandalism targeting the center where innocent individuals gather for their daily religious observances. A statement from the Islamic Center said, writing on a pillar. It's just going to be painted over. And yeah, KTLA article and multiple articles.
Did he write?
It doesn't say. It just says something rude. They covered it up with paper until they could paint it over. And that had happened.
It's not even because if it was something vaguely anti-Islamic, then they of course would be showing photos of it and saying this is what he wrote. But it's probably just like, I was here. It's just standard fucking shitty graffiti, right?
Yeah.
But because it's an Islamic center, then oh no.
Divine Petulance says I saw us on local news. God, it makes me even more. Of course you did. Like, God damn it. You're watching. This is local news. This qualifies. Obviously not, but it just. It's a mentally ill man. They even say it. He's clearly suffering from some type of mental illness. When they caught up with him 3 days later, he was dressed exactly the same. He's fucking homeless.
You could afford a Sharpie.
And they did find him with the offending Sharpie, actually.
Yeah, well, you don't throw a Sharpie away, Polly,
You know what you don't hear about in the news?
It's a quality pen.
Burned out churches.
Yeah, see, that's what I was going to say. Like, how many times have we heard about churches being vandalized? Well, not very often. But how often does it happen? Quite a fucking lot.
Nah,
that doesn't make news.
And you can't do this with a fucking Sharpie. You want to talk about actual vandalism and actual attack on a site of religious worship that nobody cares about in the news? Because, yeah, I had to go to like a religious news service to find this. So I'm like, yeah, how many churches have been attacked? And looking it up, you can't find anything in mainstream. Well, you can, but you really got to look. If you want like a listing of all of the damage with pictures and stuff, you have to go to a Catholic website for them to explain it to you. Fucking hell.
Well, you remember the reaction when fucking Notre Dame burned down? The amount of people going, good.
Yeah.
This is an architectural fucking feat. Like fucking.
I had a conversation with Ranting Monkey about that, and he's like, "I'm not religious. What do I care?" And I'm like, "No, it's about the history of it. It's a very, very French thing." And yeah, I know the French, but still, like the people that were doing it were attacking France as a place, as history, as whatever. Like, it wasn't just a religious attack. And plus, it's a legendary, storied place, regardless of whether you're religious or not. My God.
Or like Disney.
Right. The amount of graffiti attacks and destruction of statues and just straight up burning the fucking places down that have happened in the past 4 years that I read about depressed me too much to come up with a list to rant on. And besides our chat, great chat online, I think they're clued in enough to know where this would go. Yeah, dozens and dozens of incidents of massive levels of destruction, including just complete laying waste to, as compared to the guy wrote on the building, "Oh my God, city leaders come out, the mayor responds." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the fucking
Jesse Jackson en route.
Yes, to lend his support. Exactly. All of the grifters show up. I think they all work on a listserv memo service or a secret Facebook group or something. Jesse, we need you. Al Sharpton's flying in right now.
That is just so fucking ignorant of Ranting Monkey to say that as well. And I know he has his moments, but I don't think he was that bad. It's like, well, Notre Dame burned down. I'm not religious. What do I care? It's like, well, but an orphanage burned down. Well, I've got parents. What do I care? Like, dude, listen to yourself.
Monkey's point, as I best recall, was that it was a very particular Monkey take, meaning I've never really heard anybody make that call before. So it kind of, so you're not talking about what I thought you were. He thinks people prize history too much. What does it matter? The attachment to history is a problem. It's the ideas that I like. So the Constitution can't be destroyed. An original copy of it might be able to, was his point, but the thing itself survives. The words, the concept. That the historical thing goes away, what does it matter? The building, the piece of art, whatever it is. And I'm like, because it's a connection to the past and a continuity, and I made my arguments. He said, no, I still just don't see why people are that freaked out about it. About something historical.
Mentioned the tourism that it attracts as well, which is, good for the people that live there.
Yeah. Well,
it's just such a shit take, even for Monkey. That is such a shit take.
Yeah, I'm not trying to shit on him. That wasn't my goal, but he is like amongst somebody that we all know. Yeah, there's lots of people that didn't care, unfortunately, which is sad.
It's like if fucking Mecca was destroyed.
Oh my
that'd be
God.
a sad day for the world, The history that surrounds it, the culture that surrounds it. Yeah, obviously I am Muslim, so of course I'm biased.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're not sad about that, then fucking what are you doing? That's not just the history of, I'm not of that particular religious persuasion, so it doesn't affect me. But you are still part of humanity. Send not for whom the bell tolls, Polly. It tolls.
Now. Well, let's do a really quick James Webb Telescope awe-inspiring detail of remnants of an exploded star before we move on to the titular article, because I love my spacey stuff.
Sexy.
I know. So here's what the older images looked like. This is pretty cool. Yeah, it looks a little bit out of focus, but that's a very cool picture. You want to see
It's going to be out of focus because it's moving at like a fucking million miles an hour,
Yeah.
A star exploded. It ain't waiting around for you to take a picture. Do you know how long ago it exploded, Polly? Do we know that from how far away it is?
I'm sure they know. Do they say, or do I know? No, not yet. Let me just take a quick look. C. Thomas, thank you for the $3. The defense of Islam is disgusting. Those savages have brazenly and relentlessly assaulted our culture and history and their own. Key point. No wonder their betters have absconded with ancient artifacts. I wasn't expecting the hot pepper at the end. Everything was mild. Then all of a sudden, I bit into a habanero. Woof.
Yeah, a bit of a kick. Bit of an aftertaste there.
Nobody cared when one of the squirrels in our yard died.
I cared. I cared divine petulance.
Yeah. Oh. Not really sure that's comparable to a centuries-old cathedral, but okay. So
Darren
what?
Root says Polly's office game today. No dismemberment news.
I only report on it when it's topical. I don't go looking for it. Okay.
He's had a busy week. Right?
Nobody chopped
Yeah,
anybody up this week. Like I said, have you ever seen this article is 2 years old or seen a 2018 date on one? No, it's always topical.
I mean, actually, someone did chop someone up. There was a video that's been making the rounds today of a Ukrainian soldier getting beheaded.
God damn.
Yeah.
Russians still doing that? They were up to that bullshit in
Yeah.
fucking Afghanistan, for God's sake.
I wouldn't.
I've seen
watching it.
I've seen videos of Ukrainians who were considered deserters, and they get like their head taped to a wall with a jutting out piece of brick, and then they're just their head smushed.
Oh no.
Fuck. Fuck.
But I mean, let's all feel sad for Divine Petulance's squirrel.
Indeed. I mean, I'm sure he didn't have it coming. But he might have died of natural causes and lived a full and nutty life.
Yeah, true.
So, now show me the new full-sized image. Oh my God.
Oh.
Wow.
So that, compared to that.
Patrick just did not sound impressed.
Well, I know.
No, that's pretty cool.
He never is. He hates James Webb.
Look.
I'm just confused that we couldn't rotate it, you know?
That has to be for a reason, I'm sure.
I think they're trying to orient it to the angle of the original photograph so you can...
It's space. There is no original angle.
I don't think
the angle of the original photograph, Uncle. Don't be a dick.
I don't think the orientation matters too much here.
No. I think it's most likely because it's one part of a composite photo.
Oh, yeah, that could be. Yeah, fair enough. It's there and then there.
See, that's... Oh, God bless that telescope, Polly.
Oh, man. And I have heard people complaining. It's just giving us richer images of shit we've already seen. And I'm like, yeah, ain't it great? Like,
yes, it's me.
Fucking amazing.
Yeah, that's me. Damn it, Sinatra. Okay, so let's move on to our titular article, shall we? Shall we?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Target security guard punches customer in the face after she demanded reparations.
Yeah, I'll just go ahead and delete this for Friday.
Great minds, man.
Reparations. How about
Great
you
minds.
repair your nose? Boom.
The story is, in a rare occurrence,
bizarre.
Yeah, is as good as the video, which doesn't happen a lot. You know what I mean? And the ugly incident happened in October in the Megastore in Blue Ash, Ohio, when Karen Ivory, the woman's name is Karen.
White name.
But it ain't no white woman.
Well, it should be called Karen Ebony then.
Well, Ivory? Like, I mean, it's not ivory like the tusk, it's Ivery. But anyway, asked a cashier for their manager regarding the bill and reparations, according to the police report. The cashier alleged to authorities that Ivory brought up reparations several times during their brief encounter before the manager arrived, showing up with $1,000 in groceries at the cash register, by the way.
Oh, yeah, she expected to just walk out with all this.
When speaking to the manager, the customer first asked for reparations and grew angry as she walked aggressively towards the manager, which the video, yeah, absolutely shows that.
Just wanted free shit.
Yeah. The Ivory kept berating her, the cashier, about reparations and her privileged life, the report alleges, as the patron kept walking towards the manager. That's when Zach Coffer, a loss prevention officer, intervened and asked Ivory to calm down and leave the store. She allegedly began screaming at Cotter and followed him into his office. When he tried to shut the door, Ivory allegedly forced her way in and Cotter threw a punch.
Fair enough.
Are you ready?
I really want it. Can we...
Let's just go. Let's
More
go.
than anything,
Let's go
man.
full screen on this. Here we go. So this is the confrontation, cashier and Karen. Look at her getting in her face, and she's backing up, going, hey, back off. And she's like, don't put your hands on me. See this?
Yeah.
She's
most likely go and get away from me as well as she's walking up on her.
Yeah. She's giving her the surrender hands, like, hey, I don't want to beef. And look, right in her face.
Yeah. That is a big woman.
There's the physical contact, you know.
Yeah. But it's okay because I got my hands behind my back. That means I can do what I want.
Yeah. And here comes the manager. Like, yo, what the hell? So what does she do? Well, she starts back walking the fucking manager now. Look, throwing up the hands. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Okay, all the way into loss prevention officer's office, and it cuts to the office, and that's it. Boom, bitch. And she's down. What? She does go all the way down. Watch it. Poof. And you see her poof. Yeah.
He's ready for the second one as well.
That's what I love about it. Look at him. He's ready. He's fucking ready.
Get up. Get up.
And then watch his actions where it's like, oh, that's it? Because he thought there was going to be more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's like, oh, okay then.
There's your reparations.
But absolutely, there's your, like, all of that bullshit you started and you didn't think that this was coming. Fucking bitch.
No, these people never expect to get hit back.
Oh, no, they do not. They do not.
And Zed Hero's right. Look at her phone as it smashes on the floor. Yeah. Goes into pieces. There it is. That's
pissed out technology out of her face.
You see her land, like her feet go out. She is, down for the whole day, man. It poof, and phone smashes. Yeah, she's done. Like you said, Sin,
I did nothing wrong.
They never expect it. Whether it's an Antifa person yelling or whatever, any kind of forcible confrontation, like they're attempting with all of their bullshit. And what happens? Well, like moldy locks, you get knocked the fuck out. Like this lady demanding reparations, you get knocked the fuck out.
Atheist icon. She dropped her shit like the rings from Sonic. God damn.
And as a golden moment, there's the golden moment. Poof.
Wonderful.
Darn fucking tootin', Fergus.
Yeah. And he just said, utter defense. And I was talking to Sam last night about this, and he goes, it actually worked out really good for that guy because she's demonstrated this aggressiveness, and then just one punch, and it's not like he started kicking on her or yelling shit at her, whatever. That one clean punch and then stood back.
That's a hook as well. That's gonna hurt, man.
Yeah, Gorak makes a good point. I still think she's going to sue for racism and profiling and assault.
Oh no, she will sue.
Yeah,
but it probably won't go anywhere.
We can hope, but for God's sake, it's a massive chain store. Just pay her out. I mean, think about it. What she was doing was amounted to threatening begging. I'm going to physically impose upon you because you owe me because you're white and I'm black. What? Reparations. Privilege.
Yeah, I mean, this is race-based intimidation, wasn't it? But I think she fucked up the moment she went into that office right there,
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully now she knows she fucked up. But I mean, as Sinatra says, no, she is definitely going to sue. The thing about Walmart is it's full of people who are already getting sued by life. That's why they're
I go to Walmart. Yeah. Shut up.
No, I mean the staff.
Oh. Yeah, but the thing is, I have been in Walmart, especially late at night, and you're not exactly wrong. Who wants to play a game?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
If it can be quick, because I got to get moving.
All right. Let's do it. Name that name.
Yes.
And we're going back to an old school version of Name That Name.
I would like to see it.
Oh, yeah, right. I'm on the wrong share.
Every time, Sin. Every time.
I've got it on the other share so you guys can hear sound. Don't blame me for wanting you to be involved.
Name that sound.
In this case, no. There you go.
Right.
Name that name. It's been a hot minute since we've done it this way. This is the, I don't know, probably had to look it up edition.
Love it. Love everything about it. Good work. I'm already into it.
As you guys know, the name of this game is to name the person on the screen. In this case, not the movie, but the character. Remember when we did that?
I do.
So, you guys are, I went out of my way to go for things that I thought you would know. So this is really a test between the two of you who can be quick draw McGraw here.
All right.
All right.
I'm going to guess it's the guy who has guns.
I am just going to pull up the list of names that I had to list out.
You have to look up.
Yeah. Most of them, not all of them, actually. Some of them I actually do know, but most of them I don't. So, okay, there, I got my list of names. So I actually know if you're right or not. Because I legit had to look these things up. Ready? There's the first one.
Yeah. Drunkle.
Fuck,
no. Do you know what? Never mind. No.
Sinatra, Winston.
It is Winston. Probably should remind you, just like Jeopardy, the more information you give, that's up to you. So yeah, just Winston. Let's say you had called him Winston Smith, you'd be wrong. You get the idea?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's Winston Scott. Great actor, by the way.
The devil.
Yeah, he was.
Moving along. So, 1 Sinatra, 0 Drunkle, 0 chat.
Sinatra.
Drunkle.
Sinatra.
Algernon Krieger.
Oh, well fucking done. Even got the first name in there. No doctor, though? Really?
He's not actually a doctor.
He wasn't a doctor.
Yeah, but he sure wanted to be thought of as one. 2 Sinatra, 0 Drunkle. All right, are we ready?
Yeah.
Drunkle.
Frenchie.
It is Frenchie. Or Serge?
Not in the comics, no. He is just is Frenchie and the female. And he's actually played by an Israeli.
Okay. All right. So 2 Sinatra, 1
Thank
Drunkle.
you for that one. I appreciate that.
Yeah. I remember I may not know what you guys are talking about, but I'm listening.
Season 4 of The Boys, the final season, wrapped filming today.
Okay.
Moving along. So 2-1.
Drunkle.
Sinatra.
Drunkle.
Yennefer.
It is Yennefer of Vangerberg. I had to lead over to read that.
I was just going to leave it at Yennefer for that.
Yeah.
Old purple eyes.
Right. Like I said, in these games, only give as much information as you absolutely know. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, it could even. Would you have accepted Yen?
I don't know. Did people actually call it as a nickname?
Yeah.
Only Geralt.
No.
Oh, it's true. Well, Geralt's the only one who's allowed, I guess.
Frankie Dollar says Frenchie's hot. Okay. Moving along. 2-2. It's all tied up. Okay, shit's tight. Here we go.
Drunkle.
Oh, fuck.
Drunkle. Her name is not Fuck. Would you care to try again?
It's not Fuck. Shit.
3.
Oh, I was watching this the other day. It's not 3. It's not 2.
1.
Sinatra. Dolores.
It is Dolores. Dolores and Abernathy.
Abernathy.
Is that it? Yeah. Okay.
So she has another name. Because she's 2 people, right?
She is. Yeah. I didn't get the second one.
Wyatt.
Well, you got it. So,
a separate character's narrative put into it, which is
I
why
got
it's
it.
mental.
Yeah.
Spoilers, but yeah.
I meant
yeah,
you in the royal you. Sinatra. It was gotten.
Wyatt?
Sinatra got it for 3-2. So moving along. Everyone ready?
Taking in some of that natural splendor.
Here we are.
Sinatra.
Oh, fuck. That was simultaneous. Let me grab a coin.
Heads.
Heads. Let's guess eagle. Here we go.
Eagles have heads.
It's an eagle. Sinatra.
Eddard Stark.
Yes. I had to look over there.
Lord Eddard Stark, Warden of the North.
I got Eddard Ned
Warden
Stark. Do people really call a guy who looks like this Ned?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's like Yen. Only people who were close to him called him Ned. Most people called him Lord Stark.
I thought a bunch of the pictures that I saw of him, that people had photoshopped his sword to be like oversized. No, apparently not.
No, ice was mental, but it was
Like, Jesus
too
Christ, that's a big sword.
unwieldy to use in battle, so it was just used for executions.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
So he just rolled around with that thing in case he had to chop a head?
No. He rolled around with that thing when he had to chop a head.
Oh, okay. So he's in head chopping mode right now?
He is in head chopping mode.
Okay. All right.
Man who passes a sentence swings a sword.
Well, Sinatra's pulled ahead with 4-2. We got one left. Do you want to go all for nothing, or Sinatra? You feeling saucy?
Yeah, let's go.
All right.
Rambo!
So whoever gets this takes it.
Oh, no, I just want to do one more. I'm taking my W home.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't.
That seemed a little sporting of you, but all right. Here we
Yeah. Was that a character?
I'm going to cash out while I'm a head guy.
Yeah. All right, here we
I'm
go.
ahead.
Here we go.
Yes.
Motherfucker playing another fucker disguised as another motherfucker.
Oh, that was dude across the way. But yeah, motherfucker fits fine.
Are you actually going to give it to him?
No, I'm not. Absolutely not. That's not his name. And you can feel free to name either who he is, his character, or the character that he was underneath that character.
Robert Downey Jr.?
No, that was the actor who was playing an actor who was playing another character.
Is it like Lincoln?
Yeah, I'm gonna give it to you. His first name was Lincoln. Sergeant Lincoln Osiris.
Fuck.
Or Kirk Lazarus.
Jamal. Oh, Kirk, that's what I was trying to think of.
Oh, and the Hate Camel and Jagger Pony both got Kirk Lazarus. Yeah, either one would have been fine. Osiris or Lazarus, because he's both.
Oh, do you know, actually, Eric Grindsater said Lincoln Osiris long before I did.
Where?
It is there.
Oh, yeah, way the fuck up there. Lincoln Osiris. Oh, yeah, okay, so it's chats. Fuck it. Eric got away before you. I didn't see that.
Fair enough.
There it is. So it ended up with chat 1, Drunkle 2. Sinatra takes it for the day with 4.
Well done. Good work.
Nicely fucking done, sir. So we go. Flashback to the original version of the game. Hope you enjoyed it.
I did. Even though I lost.
Yeah, but you got a boys in there, you know?
I did.
I was like, for as much as I've heard you guys talk about boys in Westworld, I better hear some fast, sharp answers here.
Man, I was watching Westworld the other day as well. I just forgot the word. Oh, fucking Dolores. What a shit name.
Yeah, well, it rhymes with a female body part. You should have been able to remember it.
Mulva?
So what are you guys doing after the show? Sinatra, you say you have to take off. You got anything you're posting?
Yeah, I got a video going up and a video on the Silent Sin. Go check out both.
Cool. And Drunkle, are you doing some gameage?
What? Real quick. The woman who played Dolores, Evan Rachel Wood, was actually engaged to Marilyn Manson for a while. Yes, I'm heading over to twitch.tv/drunkleplays. I think tonight is the end game for XCOM. I think it's going to be the last one for XCOM 1, Enemy Within. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling froggy. And I think, I'm going to save everyone, Polly.
Everyone?
Well, I say everyone. We've already lost 6 people, but everyone else.
Okay. I like the ambition, though. That's good. You know?
Yeah.
Swing for the fences, aim for the sky, so forth.
Shoot for the stars.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Over the moon, baby. So there it is. I'd like to thank everybody who came and hung out with us in the hanging out room, the Bergamot and the Dead Crooner and the Otter in a suit. Thank you for showing up. Thank you very much for the very generous donations. Greatly appreciated from all of us, I assure you. And thank you to those who reposted our links in chat. But in the meantime, Drogo, where can they find us next?
We're going to be back on Friday on the Silent Sin channel at 10:30 p.m. GMT, 5:30 p.m. ST, 4:30 Central, and 5:30 a.m. on Christmas Island, Pollybobs.
Perfect. I'll be there with bells on. And until then, go enjoy some of Sinatra's videos. He's posted a great number of them, including the one that I haven't seen from yesterday that he mentioned. I'm going to go check out now. So, we'll see you over there, over then. Have a good night, everyone.
Later.